Oh my god, I was muted this whole time. God fucking damn it. Well, I hope everyone's doing good. I was just ranting about how today we're gonna play something that um I kind of have been putting off because we're gonna play dothack GU, which I've played the other dothack games, um the versus one and the original series, which I mentioned before. But I have not played this series actually, which is like in between the versus games and the original games. These were also released on the PS2 initially. There were three other games, and then with this like remaster, they added a fourth game. But we're gonna play that because I've been putting it off, and I really want to try it. Especially because I can't stop thinking about the new one that's gonna come out eventually. In the copyright notices for each title, Namco Bandai Games is listed because it was something. I wonder if like they just like fully acquired the rights then. If CyberConnect 2 fully owns the rights to .hack now. There's also a parody mode I saw. And then this terminal disk. I don't know what that means. One thing I don't like is that the buttons are treated as if it's an Xbox controller, which pisses me off. I hate that like a PlayStation controller is the most difficult thing to just get to recognize. I can't just tell it, hey, this is a PlayStation 4 controller. Cheat mode? No, I want normal mode. We're gonna treat this as if it's my first playthrough. It pretty much is. Because I've only played like the first like maybe hour or two of this game. So I don't really know much about what happens here. The World R2, a dazzling twilight dream. We're in Makanu again. Yeah, so this is a new revision of the game that we played the first time. The first one that we played was R1. Now we're in R2.
Whoa.
Are the voices Japanese? Voices are Japanese?
そこのマルチウェポン。
Okay.
お前だよ、お前。なあ、もしかしてプレイするの今日が初めて？
うん。さっきインストールしたばっかりで。
うん。では、セツラでよければいろいろ教えるでござるよ。
え？
お主も早く一人前になりたいであろう？ そうであろう。
黙って頼っときなって。損はさせないからさ。
あ
されば決まりでござるな。ではメンバーアドレスを渡すでござるよ。
Huh, okay. I'm just getting people's member addresses already?
ザ・ワールドの中でだけ使えるショートメールのアドレスのことだ。ショートメールを使えばお互いがザ・ワールドでプレイしている限り瞬時にメッセージを送り合う
I'm
ことがで
surprised
きる。
that it auto-defaulted to
ちなみ
Japanese
に
language.
ザ・ワールドではメンバーアドレスを持っている相手しかパーティーに誘うことができぬ。
それじゃメニューを開いてみようか。
What?
ここに表示されているのはお主がメンバーアドレスをもらった人のリストだ。
Okay.
節がお主の刃になろう。
I invite you first, and then I'll invite Ioten.
オーケー。じゃ一緒に頑張ろうぜ。よし、これでパーティー編成は完了だ。パーティーに誘えるのはログインしてる相手だけだから要注意だ。
さて
Oops.
前置きはこのくらいにしてそろそろ冒険に参ろうか。
Head to the save shop before going on an adventure. Talk to the save shop clerk and choose save. Okay. First of all, hold on. What other settings can I do? Whoa. What the fuck? You can do that? Okay. Save. Save your game data here. Okay, thank you for that. After preparations are complete, use the Chaos Gate to go on the adventure. Is there like a way to change it to English dub? Is that not a thing? You cannot log out right now. That's kind of interesting. Okay, well.
これはカオスゲートっていう転送装置だ。俺たちプレイ
I
ヤー
just
は
wanted to
こ
hear
の
what
ゲ
it
ートを
sounded
使っ
like
て
originally.
今いるタウンから別
Even
の
if
場
the
所へ移
English
動す
dub
る
is
ことができ
bad,
る。
I like hearing it
転送メニューを選んでくれ。
nowadays. Back then, I wouldn't have. And when I was playing this originally, I probably would have only wanted to hear it in Japanese. And I'm sure that there are people who just like choose to do that.
ザ・ワールドではフィールドとかダンジョンとかルートタウン以外の場所をひっくるめてエリアって呼んでる。
Mm-hmm.
エリア A はカオスゲートへ3種類のワードを打ち込むことで移動できるでござる。
Right.
このワードの組み合わせ次第で転送先のエリアのタイプとかモンスターの強さなんかが変化するってわけ。
Right.
じゃあ実際にワードを打ち込んでみようか。エリアワード入力を選んでくれ。これがワード入力画面だ。
Okay.
一番上にあるのがワードプレート。
Got it.
この枠の中で3種類のワードを組み合わせてエリアを生成するんだ。
Right.
画面
Just
の
like the
左
first
端にあ
game.
るジャイロは今持っているワードのストック。
Gyro. I had Euros just earlier. Like 20 minutes ago.
ワードのストックはメールや BBS 他のプレイヤーからの情報で増やすことができる。さて実際にワードを入力してみようか。まずはファーストワードから。
Okay.
ストックの中から勇みゆくを選んでくれ。
Oh, it's the only word that's available. Gee, I wonder what my other word is gonna be. Engaging? Probably. Maybe this one is gonna be Daydream.
よし、これでエリアの指定は OK だ。
That's funny that they even have
ワ
like
ードの脇に
a
マークがついて
scrollable
るぞ。
list of one word.
それはサーバーシンボルといって現在のサーバーを示している。今表示されているのはデルタだから、つまり今俺たちがいるサーバーはデルタサーバーってことになるな。
ワードが一緒でもサーバーシンボルが違うと転送先も違ってしまう。友から冒険に誘われた時はまずサーバーシンボルに気をつけるでござるよ。
もっと詳しいことを知りたかったら BBS とかを調べればいい。よし、それじゃデルタサーバー勇みゆく初陣の夢の果てに出発だ。
Warp me. Take me there.
さてと、ここがフィールドだ。
ではマップを開いてフィールドの構成を見てみるでござる。
I'm doing it. Oh, you have to wait until after the
これ
cutscene.
が全体マップだ。
Go ahead and
この
press
画
it.
面では現在位置とか
Not
ミ
yet.
ッションの内容とか
Wait a little
クリ
bit.
アレポートなんかを確認できる。
Now press it.
ここに表示されているのがミッションだ。
Collect the number of symbol fragments required for this area. We need 3 and we have none.
ミッションっていうのはエリアの達成目標みたいなものかな。ここのミッションは収集系だな。
証のかけらというアイテムを3つ集め獣人点へ到達すればクリアでござる。
証のかけらは祭壇に置いてある宝箱の中に入ってる。
Okay, so we have to get the
祭壇
symbols
はモンスタ
from
ー
the
が守ってるか
chest.
ら、モンスターに見つからないようにうまく宝箱を開けるか、モンスターを倒して宝箱を開けるか、どちらか。
これが祭壇アイコンでござ
Got
る。
it. I cut him off,
ま
but
ず
that's
は
okay.
このアイコンを目指し宝箱を開けて回るのがよろしかろう。
で、このアイコンが獣人伝アイコン。最終目的はここに到達することになるな。
さてミッションも確認したところでそろそろ参ろうか。
ちょっと待ったアスター、もう一個忘れてた。
Platform rush. You can use once in the area. Okay.
さて、今度こそ行こうぜ。
うむ。
Just press back to check the map. Okay. Interesting how you have like objectives on the map now.
お、早速祭壇発見だな。
Approaching the monsters around the altar without being seen, pressing A. Okay.
決めるぜ。バトルが始まるとこんな風にバトルエリアが展開する。
Oh.
バトルエリアはバトルフェンスで囲まれてて、一度バトルが始まったら基本的に脱出は不可能だ。
Interesting.
唯一
Battles
逃
locked
げ
in
麦
here.
玉という特殊なアイテムがあれば脱出できる。されど
Smoke
今は
screen.
俺もアスタも持ってないんで
Ninja vanish.
脱出不可能ってわけだ。お、結構うまいじゃん。
思ったより簡単でござろう。
うまいうまい。
Cool.
あとは好きなように戦ってみるがよかろう。
Okay. Nice.
ま、ざっとこんなもんだな。
Interesting how the battles are like a little encounter that you do. He just kicks it. Symbol fragment, okay. I'm not reading it out loud like I should be, probably.
お、また祭壇発見。次はスキル攻撃について教えてやるよ。
Perform a surprise attack by approaching the monsters around the altar. Okay, yeah, I know how to do a surprise attack, guys. We just did it.
やったろうじゃん。さっき起きる攻撃
Oh, damn it.
これよりももっと強力なダメージを敵に与えることができる。
Okay. Press Y to open the main menu and select the skill to open the skill list. Okay. Skill trigger is a shortcut for performing skills. Press right bumper to open the skill trigger menu. Oh.
よし。今表示されているのがスキルトリガーメニュー。パネルが4枚表示されてるだろ。それぞれのパネルに対応したボタンを押せばアーツを発動させることができる。
I wish you just knew that I was using a fucking PlayStation controller.
OK、バッチリだ。
スキルトリガーは単なるショートカットコマンドではないでござる。
例えば敵の攻撃を止めたり自分の攻撃コードをキャンセルしたりすることもできるんだぜ。
イオテン、大事なことを忘れておらぬか。スキルトリガーにはもっと重要な使い方があるでござるよ。
忘れてないって。連撃だろ。
Okay. Rengeki is an advanced skill attack with an increased amount of inflicted damage. To perform Rengeki, use the skill attack when an enemy is surrounded by a blue and purple ring. Appears when continuously inflicted with damage. Attack the enemy until it is surrounded by blue and purple rings. Okay. RBD's skill trigger now. Okay. Favorite action is triggered when Rengeki is used or other conditions are met. It raises the morale of your party members and will allow you to execute more powerful attacks. Conditions for favorite action will vary with each party member. Oh.
では、ハセオの好きなようにやらせてみてはいかがか。
うん、それがいいな。じゃ、任せたぜ、ハセオ。
Oh. I'm level 1. Alright, second symbol. Okay. Yes, I know, I have to sneak up on them. Final altar. Good shit. Easy. Level up. Symbol fragments joined together. Judge's symbol.
よーし、よくやった。それじゃあ最後に獣人伝を目指してみようか。
先ほど教えたようにマップを見て確認すると良いでござるよ。
Okay, we're back here. I just wanted to see. Thought we were supposed to use that thing. Okay. The GOT statue. Unless it's not a GOT statue anymore.
これがサニワの神フォルセトの像だ。俺らは単に獣人像って呼んでるけど、公式の設定じゃ結構偉い神様らしいぜ。ほら、あそこ宝箱が備えてあるだろ。あの中にはここでしかゲットできないレアアイテムが入ってるんだ。
ハセオ、開けるでござるよ。
いいのか？
いいからいいから、初心者が遠慮すんなよ。
I assume he just gets the Twilight bracelet or some shit. Dry gear.
ありがとう。
That doesn't look like the right thing. なんで？
宝箱のアイテムは君の獲物。
セツラの獲物は君。
逃げ惑う子羊を一瞬で消す。なんて快感なんだろう。お前みたいなバカはこのゲームやる資格ないんだよ。
おいおい、今回はセツに切らせてくれると約束したであろう。これはセツの獲物でござるよ。
What's up with that? Player killers? DK.
よい。
あっけないね。
インしたばかりの初心者はこんなもんでござるか。
ほらほら、なんか言ってみろよ。
もしもし。
まったく、ちょっと優しいふりするとコロッと騙されるんだよね。おい、まだいるんだろ。なんだ。
That's Orban. He's a PKKer. Player killer. I only know about this guy because of dothack verses. That's so funny. I literally had no idea who this guy fucking was, and he's like a main guy in this.
Welcome to the world.
You get betrayed immediately, and then someone saves you and says, "Welcome to the world." Eight months later. Oh, so he's been playing for a while now. Why are you just watching? Unless he's leading a group of player killers. PKK. So he's a prolific player killer now. Pyros the Third. It's not even the real Pyros anymore? I'm interested in seeing who else is still playing the world from the R1 release of the game. Because I kind of don't know what happened in between R1 and what happened in Versus.
そんなに強いなんて思わなかったよ。100人の PK を切ったって噂もまんざら嘘じゃないみたいだね。そんな怖い顔すんなよ。ほら、謝るからさ。あんたもおとなしく散りやがれ
トライエッジを知ってるか？
なんだって？
総縁をまとった伝説の PK の名だ。奴にキルされた PC は二度とゲームに復帰できないらしい。
はあ？くったらねえ。BBS の怪談話信じてんじゃねえよ。いいか、このボルドー様に手をかけてただで済むとは思う。
Oh shit. That's funny.
なるほど。刺繍の漂うようなキャラだな。死の恐怖。
This game is a lot more cinematic than the first series.
ハセオ君。PC をキルする PC、すなわち PK が横行する昨今のザ・ワールドは確かに嘆かわしい。しかしそれを力でねじ伏せる君たち PKK のやり方に利があるだろうか。
知らねえよ、そんなことは。
君はなぜ利もなければ利すらない無益な行為を続ける。月の木2番隊隊長、七士会の榊、それを見過ごすことはできないそうだ。
月の木？なんだそれ、ギルドの名前か。あいにくお友達の勧誘なら間に合ってるぜ。
人の話は最後まで聞きましょう。榊さんの話まだ終わってないです。
シノ。
アトリー、君の知り合いなのか？
いいえ。
アトリ？
ネットゲームで同系の PC に会うのは別段珍しいことではない。とんだ人違いだな。
てめえ、いちいち。
Interesting.
ショートメールの着
I'd
信。
imagine that a lot of people end up looking the same when you
デルタ
use
サーバー、隠されし禁断の被爆、アルケケルン大爆譜
the
に
in-game models.
送信書。あ、オーバー。
待ちなさい。
Dude, they're gonna cook so hard for this new
息があ
game.
るのも大概にしろ。君たち PKK の行っている行為は PK と変わらないということを心しておけ。
I didn't realize that this game was as cinematic as it is for being a PS2 game initially. This game came out not many years after the first game. I think this was closer to the end of the PS2's lifespan, but it was still 3 games. And then this remaster had a 4th game added onto it. It's probably not as long, but it's still another game.
久しぶりだな、ハセオ。いや、今は死の恐怖と呼ぶべきか。強くなったな、あの頃よりもずっと。
強くなるしかなかったんだよ、あんたのおかげでな。あんた、今まで一体どこに。
ハセオ、お前は今のところよく期待に応えてくれてるよ。
黄昏の旅団が解体した時もあんたは来なかった。あんたこの半年間何してた。
そいつは小さな種子だった。そこに宿るものが何なのか確かめる術はただ一つだから俺はそれを育てた。
育てた？何のことだオーバー。
比喩的な言い回しさ。
あんたが突然いなくなって俺たちはなんであん時いなくなっちまったんだ。あの後シノは
トライエッジのことを知りたい。
奴を知ってるの
Did
か。
he like have a coma?
半年前トライエッジにキルされたシノは二度とここに戻っては来なかった。リアルのシノのプレイヤーは意識を失い未だに原因不明の昏睡状態だ。あれはただの PK じゃなかった。
シノのこと知ってたのか。
ああ、だが分かったのはそこまでだ。
Someone
シ
they
ノがなぜ
know
意識不明になっ
was
た
put
の
into a
か。あ
coma?
の日あの時一体何が起こったのか。トライエッジに会うことが叶ったなら 何かがわかるかもしれない。あるいは
How is this still happening to them?
シノの意識が戻るかもしれない。
俺の調査が正しければ今日奴が戻ってくる。あの悲劇の舞台にな。
悲劇の舞台、まさか。
デルタサーバー、隠されし禁断の聖域、シノがキルされた場所だ。
クリーマレーム大聖堂、やっとだ。やっとこの手で絶対にシノを取り戻してやる。なあオーバー。
ああ、これは俺たちにしかできないことだからな。
俺たちにしか。オーバー。
仕込みがあるので先に行く。聖域でまた会おう。
Okay, so we're going to Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. Okay, I don't get to choose. We just get to go there immediately. I wanted the satisfaction of typing it into the thing.
今日奴が戻ってくる。あの悲劇の舞台にな。
奴が帰ってくる。
There's apparently a whole anime about this guy. I didn't know that existed. I'm so like out of tune with the dothack GU series. They patched out Aura? That's fucked up.
アウラ、そう呼ばれてたらしいよ。
なんで亡くなっちまったんだろ
Well, she was chained up, so maybe she
愛
left.
想を尽かしちゃったのかもね。この世界に。
う。何の音だ。
Uh-oh. Triad. So Triad is the thing that looks like Kite? What is it? Like a corrupted version of Kite? What the fuck is that supposed to be? This is why in Versus Haseo kept thinking Kite was Triad. What the fuck is this thing? It's clearly cheating. It just says block maxed out on left hand. They're like, yeah, we figured out if you max out block on left hand, you have enough stat points to do it or whatever. Just don't put any into right hand, and you can put it all into left hand, and then do whatever you want with right hand. What the hell are you? I'm a fucked up stat build. I put everything into tenacity and I'm not a tank. He just got data drained. In my head, I was just imagining Kite sending him one of those surveys where it's like, what's the name of your school? What's your first cat's name? What's your mother's maiden name? And it's like, they're just like farming the questions for your fucking for your password recovery things, and it's like, I got access to your account.
あれ俺は
Oh fuck. They restarted my game. They booted me from the game. They got access.
それで
He's canceling my subscription. What the hell, man? He's gifting all my mounts to their account.
くそ思い出せね
System reformatting complete. They deleted my character.
そんなことした覚えねえぞ初期化だとメールはメールステーションを確かめよう初期化だとメールはメールステーションを確かめよ
Oh, okay. I have to actually go to it. Wait, hold on. Can I do the, where's the thing that I can do options?
う初期化だと
Oh, I have to fucking do it.
メールステーションを確かめよ
Damn it, man. Okay, fine. I'll go check the emails. No, I have no mail. They formatted everything. They deleted my whole character.
うそんなバカな削除なんてした覚えないぞ全部消えてるのか昔シノがくれたメールも
Everything. No addresses. No greeting cards. Mail data not found. Everything's
本当
gone.
に全部初期化されてるのかわけわかんねえよなんでだよ
What the fuck, bro?
メールとりあえず見てみるか
Did it happen to anyone else? Or is it just us? Oven.
オーバン
There are two paths before you. One of these will lead to safety and shame. It is the path where you give up the world and never log in again. The other path leads to peril and pride. It is the path where you continue the world and resume your search for the truth. Let me be blunt. The latter path is tortuous and will threaten both your mind and body. Once you've chosen it, there will be no turning back. If you still choose to walk this path, then there will come a time when you and I will meet once again in the world. When the time comes, I will once again say this to you. Welcome to the world.
苦難と真理
Trial and truth.
ザ・ワールドをやめるかどうかだって答えなんて決まってるぜオーバー俺はあの世界に戻るそしてシノを取り返す絶対だ
Yeah, what the fuck just happened? So, the same thing that knocked our friend into a coma for like 6 months is back, and it tried to do the same thing to us, but only managed to reformat our character. The fuck is that about? Can I save? Lets me save. Okay, and now let me fucking see if I can set the language. I think we have to restart for that. So let's do that. Yes, so this is the dothack conglomerate series. Sound. Is this where you change the... Okay, no. Language. English. We're gonna change it to English because I do want to hear what it sounded like in English. Even if it's bad, I would rather just hear it. Because... probably funny. Like, honestly, it's probably funny. And, like, I kind of find it endearing in a way. Like, it's a product of its time. Like, it's one of those things. I do remember the first game has the same voice actor for Kite as Nauta from Fooly Cooly. So I just think that's neat. And it also has Mary Elizabeth McGinnis, I think is her name. Mary Elizabeth McGinnis. She's the lady who sings the Silent Hill songs. And I think that voice actress is great. And if she's in this too, then I want to hear her voice. Give me 1 second, I'm taking care of a bot. I do like this little touch of a, like, look at the OS in the background kind of thing, like a screensaver. Okay. News capture. There's a lot of news for us today. What the? Online Jack. Free streaming. We'll investigate the hottest topics for you by Salvador Ihara. Welcome to Online Jack, the no-holds-barred information program that brings you the hottest topics. Our star reporter, Salvador Ihara, will bring you all the dirt you want to know. And here's this week's Jack target, the doll syndrome. What? Okay. Oh, there's like a movie involved with this too. Doll syndrome is the mysterious illness that is secretly spreading among elementary school students. Our Online Jack investigators will lock onto Taichiro Sugai, the noted professor and author of Online Games Are Turning Our Children into Dolls. The danger of doll syndrome. Okay, everyone, let's call her Salvador Ihara. Oh, there's a video.
This is Salvador Ihara's Online Jack.
Yeah, see, this is why I did
We
this.
investigate the hottest controversies in today's news. The in-your-face, hard-hitting show. Welcome to Online Jack. Okay, get ready, all you netizens out there. Today's Jack target is doll syndrome. Have you heard of it?
This is
It's the
awesome.
mystery illness that's spreading like wildfire among grade schoolers. It causes verbal and mental defects that leave victims non-responsive. That's right, this disease turns children into lifeless dolls, oh no! But we'll fight back. To combat this earth-shattering crisis, we at Online Jack started an investigation.
Tell me, what did your investigation hold?
I, Salvador Ihara, will save the world! It's called doll syndrome, a truly mysterious illness. Some scientists tell us the cause is endocrine-disrupting chemicals, but what I want to showcase here is this book. Internet games are turning our kids into dolls. A warning about doll syndrome.
Oh my god.
Taichiro Sugai, a professor from Takayama University, wrote the book and lives here. According to his book, doll syndrome's root cause is none other than online games. Online
Okay,
games,
wait.
Famous games such as The World, perhaps. I love them too, but he says that online games and their more than 12 million participants all living out their virtual dreams are the cause. You'll remember that several years ago, the World game was found to be responsible for players being put into a coma. Could it be that it's also causing the dreaded doll syndrome? Are these online games nothing but a blight upon our society? If the professor feels that way, then let's see what he has to say. Let us begin the interview.
This doesn't seem like an interview that's
What do you want?
sanctioned
You
by
know
this
how
guy.
late it is?
Hey there, I'm the host of Online Jack, Salvador Ihara. I have a few questions about your book, Online Games Are Turning Our Kids into Dolls, a warning about doll syndrome. Huh. Can you believe this guy? Open up, Professor Sugai. We want to talk to you.
You've
guy
just
seems
come
like
to
a
make
dick.
fun of my book, haven't you? Get away from here!
If you don't explain yourself on camera, sir, you'll make yourself look even more suspicious.
I don't have to explain myself. All I did was publish the results of my own independent research.
How you say independent research, but isn't it true that your sources themselves are questionable?
Are they?
Not as questionable as you.
Well, then prove to us that your sources are credible. If you do, we won't bother you anymore, Professor.
Oh! Give me a break. Who would believe you? And another thing, I'm an associate professor.
Okay.
I didn't realize there was
Well,
like
we
all
were
this
turned down by
anime
Associate Professor Sugai,
like
but to
cutscene
follow our
stuff
own
in
independent research,
the
we went undercover
actual
into the very
game.
elementary school that Sugai was investigating. This is the elementary school where Associate
It's
Professor
interesting that they,
Sugai
like,
was
included
conducting
it
his
as a
study
part
on
of it.
Doll syndrome. Is a killer disease stalking the children of this ordinary elementary school? Let's take a look. Hey there,
the hell?
boys and girls. There's no need to fear. Salvador Aihara is here.
Who are you? We're in the middle of class!
Oh, what is this vision of loveliness that graces our presence? Hello, senorita.
What the
You and
fuck?
I can save the world together. Viva Salvador!
Out of here, you creep!
Here we are in the teacher's lounge. I haven't been to one of these since the days when I used to peep under girls' skirts.
What the hell, man?
If you want to film in here, you need to get permission first.
But the whole purpose of the show is it's undercover.
You entertainment people have no decency.
You're so beautiful when you're angry.
Stop that. What are you investigating?
Doll syndrome. Miss Michiru Tajima, teacher of 4th grade class 1.
This guy is gonna get arrested. The way that he is like, in quote unquote, investigating people is so fucking unhinged. R2 breaks the 12 million mark. CyberConnect Japan announced today that it's a popular online game, The World R2, has sold 12 million copies worldwide. CC Corp's other products include The World, Fate Must Die, Person, and Kurukuru Michi. Is Person supposed to be Persona? That's pretty funny. The World R2 is an online game set in a fantasy world where humans and beasts live together. Players become world-renowned adventurers and travel around killing monsters and discovering the world's secrets. As recently as a few years ago, shares in the world were at an all-time low due to the emergence of new developers. On top of that, the world was completely shut down after all data was lost in a disastrous fire at CC Corp headquarters. Amid the chaos and compensation issues that resulted from those events, CC Corp announced the sequel, The World R2. Most people deemed it a desperate plea for attention, and many analysts declared that R2 would fail miserably. However, the figures shown today have proven that the world is as popular as ever. CC Corp seems confident. Watch us overcome the problems we encountered on our previous title. Seems everyone will be watching the world for some time to come. See you today. Oh, there's so much news. Okay. Well, at least, like, a lot of it is movies. New space station nearing completion. Oh, it just contains a movie. Okay. It's been 5 years since the space station Evolution was completed and the second station announced. The International Space Station, built with the cooperation of America, Japan, the EU, Russia, and China, is finally nearing completion. Initially, it was projected to launch in 2017. In contrast to the Evolution, which is currently being used as a space laboratory, the new space station is planned for use in construction of moon bases, exploration of Mars, and the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. What year is this taking place in? I guess they'll tell me at some point.
With the participation of Japan and many other countries, the International Space Station, slated for completion in 2017, is nearly done. As large as a soccer stadium, this fully manned facility will be used for various types of research in a deep space environment.
I wonder how much of this game came true in the time span in between when it came out and now. Nation unified on citizen numbering system. The Administration Relations Bill has been passed with a majority vote. With this, the digitization of our government approaches its final stages. Starting this month, all local servers managed by regional governments will be frozen, and all the various ID rules used by self-governing bodies will be unified to federal government specifications. In addition, it will become required for all governing bodies to adopt the numbering system, and for all citizens to wear their own number at all times for administrative purposes. The system, introduced to speed up government processes by conducting them online, is already being used in online banking, shopping, and other sites. By using a receiver placed in one's home, all Japanese citizens will be able to use their cell phones or mobile computers to access a variety of services from anywhere in the country. Yet, in spite of the incredible conveniences we have today, the system has met with severe opposition. Recently, the Independent Japan Party won many seats in the lower house of the Diet because of their popular position to abandon the bill altogether. Calls for all political parties to discuss this bill are still continuing, and the problem has attracted a lot of media attention. Mr. Koji, chief editor of the weekly magazine Net Watcher, had this to say. It is true that this system will make things very convenient. When you compare the time when the bill was first approved to now, encryption technology has made huge leaps. The NAB, Network Administration Bureau, has been established, and some semblance of order has been brought to the internet. There are far fewer data leaks, and at first glance it would appear that there are no problems whatsoever. However, take a moment to think. In exchange for IT advancements and a more convenient lifestyle, we have been reduced to being defined by a 15-digit combination. This is no different from the ear tags placed on cows and horses to tell them apart. It's no wonder that people are so opposed to this degrading system. Despite all this, the system has made it through the legal process and will soon be a part of our lives. Will there ever come a day when we'll welcome it? Daily Hochi.
The Online Administration Act received a majority vote of the ruling party, meaning the adoption of the citizen numbering system seems to be inevitable. As a result, the process of converting to an electronic government has overcome its final hurdle.
Games to blame for juvenile delinquency? I'm a hero. These are the words written on a sketchbook found in a young boy's school bag. This is crazy because I'm just thinking that today you would just like see at Grok, is this real? Written on some bullshit in a kid's thing, and it's like, this is so fucked up. The recent outbreak of juvenile delinquency is said to be the effects of video games, according to experts. Games have far better graphics compared to novels and comics, and games are interactive. It is easy for children to see themselves as the protagonists of their favorite games. This is a dangerous phenomenon. For example, what would happen if a child were to play an extreme action game and began to believe that he was the game's main character? He could possibly act in real life the same way he could in the game. It frightens me just thinking about the consequences of that. There are several cases of parents of both game-influenced assailants and their victims suing game companies, claiming they are responsible for making their children into criminals or are somehow responsible for their child's death. However, the game companies respond by saying, "We have implemented a perfectly good rating system for our games, and no one is allowed to buy them without proper identification." Perhaps the ones who truly are to blame are the parents who allow their children to buy such games. A friend of one of the victims had this to say: "You can't just blame the problem on one thing. It's more complex than that. Everyone involved has to share the blame. Game makers, parents, and even myself are no exception. We should all realize this and stop this pointless arguing. After all, it's not like arguing will bring back what was lost." Times. It's the times. That's crazy. CC Japan announces new model M2D. CyberConnect Japan announced a new model of M2D micro monocle display. It's only one eye? The M2D has been developed as the next generation of HMDs, head-mounted displays. Previous models have suffered from various imbalances such as high-performance technology and a heavy, awkward helmet, or goggle types that were lacking in audio-visual capabilities. We're still suffering with that bullshit now. However, this new generation HMD features all the comfort of a light goggle display together with AV performance that outperforms previous helmet types. Features a standard 1280 by 1024 full-color projection display, complete with transparency option, and high-quality audio immersion thanks to its new Omnisphere system. Yeesh. Only 1280 by 1024, huh? Okay. Its default usage is monocle mode, a mode where the screen is displayed in only one lens, but it is also capable of switching into double lens mode, allowing one to enjoy a fully immersive virtual mode. Oh, that's why they call it monocle mode. Weird though. Customer service is also excellent, with regular updates and complimentary software. I personally recommend the software. Automatic Broad Interpretation. It allows you to select objects in front of you and provides easy access to information about them. Oh, interesting. Like, search, but just like for anything in real life. It has already been selected as the standard equipment for CC Japan's online game, The World R2. Plans for it to be used in other company projects are said to be in the works. It's a bit pricey with a suggested price of $420, but it is worth it. Can't wait for its release. Impulse. $420 is not that bad.
For business
It's like
or
the price of a Switch.
The new M2D micro monocle display now on sale. Once you're freed from your mobile, the net opens up in front of your eyes.
Although, if the trade-off is going into a coma, then I don't think I want to play. NY and back in a day? ASST service begins. New York and back in a day? Today marked the official launch of ASST, short for Advanced Supersonic Travel. Since the use of Concords was abandoned more than 10 years ago, Japan and Europe have cooperated in developing the first usable ASST model. The plane seats 250 people, possesses a cruising range of 10,000 kilometers, and can fly from Tokyo to New York in roughly 4 hours. What? A considerable reduction from the current 14-hour trip. Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it would be weird to fly on that. Although a day trip to New York City is no longer a mere dream, to make this dream come true will require some serious cash. Yeah, it sounds like it. The current price of a one-way New York-Tokyo ticket is 3,200,000 yen, or roughly $30,000. A round trip is double that. It's enough to make the old expensive Concorde prices feel like pocket change in comparison. I'm sure that's like, with inflation, not even crazy. However, there appears to be no shortage of people desperately seeking tickets despite the high prices. The moment ASST flights were announced, new Ace Airlines phones began ringing off the hook with requests for tickets, causing the phone lines to become jammed. One NAA employee remarked that he just hopes his company can keep going at this rate. See today. A round-trip Concorde flight between London and New York costs between $9,000 to $13,000. Oh. Got it.
The supersonic passenger jet, ASST, which can attain speeds of over Mach 3, has been
So it's
officially
triple the
commissioned.
price. A little more
result,
than that.
the amount of time it takes to fly from Tokyo to New York has been shortened from 14 hours to just 4 hours.
Outdoor introverts. It wasn't long ago. What the fuck? He's just playing his VR on the train. I wonder if that ever became a thing. It wasn't long ago that the word introvert referred to someone who would spend most of the day cooped up in their room playing an online game. And now advances in mobile technology have given birth to a new type of introvert, known as outdoor introverts, who play online games wherever they go. These introverts insist that they are healthier than their indoor counterparts because they spend more time outside. But their refusal to let go of their mobile devices, whether they're traveling to work or school, shopping, eating out, or even going on a date, is unnatural. One of these introverts, John Doe, a 20-year-old college student, says, "Nothing I do in the real world feels real. It's so much more satisfying to complete a quest with your friends together online." For them, online games are more than just entertainment. If anything, their mealtimes and errands only serve as something to do in between game sessions. And now these people are outside, being introverts like it's completely natural.
In the old days, when people thought of an online junkie, they envisioned someone locked in their room, glued to their computer 24 hours a day. But
This
today,
is insane.
due to radical improvements in mobile devices, network games can be enjoyed outside and have given rise to a whole new breed of online junkies.
This is crazy. Sorry, bros. I'm in this raid right now. I can't right now. What did I say about raiding at work? I know, but like, they were doing the new Savage. It just came out. The Ultimate just released. We have to practice. I'll pay you to do raids. No, but I pay with the money that you pay me to do the raids. Incidents of players dying from playing online games for too long are increasing around the world. In most cases, players died from heart failure due to extreme exhaustion after playing a game for over 30 hours straight. I need to become short. One college student was enjoying a game in an internet cafe when he suddenly collapsed. He was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. The student was a well-known player in the online game The World, and was reportedly leveling up his character in preparation for a title match in The Arena, an online series of gladiator-like battles. There have also been incidents of players dying from too much excitement after losing an arena match, placing greater focus on the problem of online game addiction. That sounds more like someone is killing people using the arena. Does it not? Hello? Deleted data, ongoing grudges. Some people have said in a flash the world was gone. It has been 2 years since the largest online game ever, The World, with more than 20 million copies sold worldwide, was taken offline. It was around this time that CyberConnect Japan, hereby referred to as CC Corp, had a fire at their headquarters. As the extent of the damage caused by the fire, which wiped out all of the world's data, became increasingly apparent, CC Corp's leaders held a rather somber press conference. The game program, character data, and cyber data were all reduced to ashes, and what was left was drenched in water used to put out the fire. This happened soon after a string of break-ins, which meant that usage of Mega Float had just been stopped. All backup data was in the company headquarters. Online data has been recognized as property for many years now, but unlike antiques, jewelry, or other tangible objects, the moment data is damaged or disappears, it loses all its worth forever. Even now, the voices of those seeking their lost property can be heard, but CC Corp refuses to budge from their unwavering attitude of "it's gone and it ain't coming back." Now, 2 years since that incident, there still appears to be no end to the discussions about online data, personal property, and protection, even with the imminent release of The World R2. Ubiquitous families surpass 70%. The Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare announced today that, according to the latest Japanese census, the number of ubiquitous families has have surpassed 70% of the population. Ubiquitous is a Latin-based word meaning present everywhere. It refers to the third generation of computers. The first generation was mainframe, one computer per household, and the second was the personal computer, one for each family member. In the current third generation, using a computer in daily life has become almost as natural as eating. We can connect to the internet without effort or even conscious thought, anywhere, anytime. Home electronics are now managed by a personal home server, which we are now able to watch, and we are now able to watch over everything, from the contents of our refrigerator to the temperature of our bathtubs, programming TV shows onto our HD recorders, and even checking if our doors are properly locked from any terminal anywhere, including our cell phones. How real. Furthermore, progress made in voice and handwriting recognition has opened up computers to a more active, flexible method of working, and users are no longer ruled by a strict list of settings managed by a machine. While it comes as no surprise that the most active members of the Ubiquitous family are in their 20s, what is surprising is that the next largest group is made up of senior citizens. The ministry reports that the main reason for this is that the added simplicity such connectivity allows the elderly in managing their homes. The main reason for this is the added simplicity such connectivity allows the elderly in managing their homes. Got it. There's more. CC Core employees happy in new office. The headquarters for CyberConnect Japan have been completed. The new building, designed with an avant-garde look and located close to a high-powered commercial area, is sure to become the next great landmark in the city center. I'm gonna take a drink of water. The CyberConnect Museum, located on the ground level, is open to the public, though one must apply for admission. And popular characters from its international mega hit The World will greet visitors personally. 2 years after the fire, employees are happy to be leaving their cramped temporary offices and moving back to a proper working environment. Users have also been eagerly anticipating the move in the hope that newer and more interesting games will be made as a result. Fire broke out in CC Corp headquarters in 2015, reportedly caused by a spark in an electronic device. Several people were killed and many were injured. Is that the fire that happened at the end of Liminality? That, like, freed the coma? That freed everybody from the comas?
After having suffered a huge fire in 2015, CyberConnect Japan's new home office has now been completed. Subsequent investigations determined that a spark from electrical equipment led to the blaze 2 years earlier, resulting in multiple deaths and injuries.
Who died during it? Another accident at CC Corp. Earlier this morning, 4 employees at CyberConnect Japan, hereafter referred to as CC Corp, suffered electronic shocks while working to construct a company server and were promptly rushed to the hospital. All 4 are unconscious and in critical condition. CC Corp commented, "We are still searching for the cause of this tragic accident." Similar incidents occurred 7 years ago when a number of employees monitoring a server were rendered unconscious. At the time, CC Corp was severely admonished for its lack of safety protocols and as a result introduced a TSN system into their headquarters, but accidents continued to occur. TSM system stands for Tri-Surveillance Network System. 3 different AIs are set inside the company network to monitor it. It is designed to prevent information leaks, improper network usage, and company-wide system problems. Developed in 2010 by the International Electronic General Technology Research Center, IEGTRC. Interesting. So this TSN is 3 different AIs that are combined Interesting. Okay. 2 years ago, CC Corp headquarters suffered a huge fire in which several of their employees were killed. These constant accidents are prompting questions about the company's intentions regarding safety in the workplace. Interesting. The dark side of the online generation. As soon as we called each other by our world names, I felt like something had gone far away, said one of the young culprits to his lawyer. It had been 2 months since the incident in which 3 young boys took over a school faculty room. Currently, they live in separate rooms while undergoing a reform program. Only recently has one of the boys started to speak out about what happened that day. Even now, they continue to inhabit a virtual reality, said a source close to the boys. They don't talk about school, and when asked about their friends, family or friends, they reply with only the most basic information possible. The only time their eyes sparkle is when talking about the world. When asked who his best friend is, one boy replies with a Western name. If one were then to ask him if that is the name of his pen pal, his expression saddens and he responds, "I don't have any friends in real life." One thing these boys can be said to have in common is the fact that they all have completely removed themselves from the real world. They do not trust the real world. I told people online about my problems. In real life, no one would care about them, but online everyone cares. My online friends are all so nice. They worry about me, they give me advice. I just wish the real life was like my life online. Although discussion about the effect... They just have pictures of guns and drugs. What the fuck is that about? Although discussion about the effects of online gaming has young boys... Although discussion about the effects of online gaming on young boys has been going on for years, public opinion has been moving against games as more and more facts of this case come to light. These boys know of reality yet do not seem to understand it. What will they see when they return to the real world?
It was discovered that the 3 armed youths who were responsible for the recent school riot were devoted online gamers.
Devoted.
Following this discovery, public criticism of online games increased sharply.
Games are the reason they're like this, clearly. Did I miss something? No, right? It's this. It's just this. World Meeting on Global Warming. A meeting was held this week in Kazakhstan, Central Asia, about the greenhouse effect and cutting down greenhouse emissions such as CO2. Thanks to progress made in carbon dioxide processing technology, the amount of CO2 released last year was down to 10% of what it was in 1990. However, the problem of global warming has yet to be fully resolved due to the expanding energy needs of former third world countries. Again, the own times. Thank you. 5 Japanese to play in Major League Baseball. This year marks the first time that 5 Japanese players will be playing in the MLB All-Star Game. Among them, 33-year-old Hyuji Nakasugi will be playing in the majors for the 4th consecutive year, and currently holds 2nd place for the most home runs this season with 20 home runs so far. Nakasugi commented in his blog saying that, "I'm very happy to have been chosen as an All-Star again this year. I hope you look forward to my home run contest." Cool. Okay. Virtual academics officially begins. Starting this year, a private high school in the city will begin offering virtual academic courses. For the last 2 years, the school has been conducting VAC trials with physically disabled and hospitalized students. This process involves preparing a virtual classroom on a network, which the students attend via M2D displays. Virtual avatars based on students' actual appearances are assembled using CG. Students are even able to look out a virtual window. Instead of merely granting high school graduate qualifications, as most distance learning courses provide, the system's goals are to provide students with a real memory of school life. That's kind of cool. I mean, that's what it was supposed to be during COVID, and it didn't happen that way, and it couldn't happen that way, honestly, just due to how fucked up reality is. New GPS systems widely used. New global positioning systems for cars that monitor real-time traffic information through constant connection to the database of the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, and Transportation are now in widespread practical use. The new systems speak with the driver as naturally as a human and learn the driver's speech and behavior patterns over time, enabling the systems to understand and set a destination even when the driver refers to vague terms such as the usual place or work. Interesting. Furthermore, the systems are equipped with highway traffic-specific auto-drive functions, allowing users to leave the driving entirely up to the GPS system. It's crazy. This is when did this game come out? Fucking like 2007? This is fucking crazy. 50% of parents support microchips for children. What is that picture? Just a fucking chip in the kid's neck? The belief that Japan was a safe society has long since been destroyed. Now, a new study reveals that over 50% of parents want to have microchips embedded in their children's bodies to prevent them from getting lost or kidnapped. Crazy. Currently, the safety chip from Horizon Inc. is being widely distributed. The chip's size is less than half a grain of rice, and by scanning the area it's embedded in, usually the neck, with a special scanner, all the information contained in the chip can be easily downloaded. Chip costs $115, and a monthly fee of $10 is required to access and manage the database. Why does this sound more and more real? Once the chip is embedded, the embeddee can use it as they would a cell phone, in order to get cash, buy groceries, enter passwords, and so on. However, the chip can also be used to look up personal history and/or a criminal record, and pinpoint the embeddee's exact location using GPS technology. Furthermore, it is also possible to use the chip to pay for train tickets and highway tolls, and to send information to a computer or cell phone by pointing it towards them. However, many people are strongly opposed to implanting a chip into children, who are unable to make their own decisions, calling parents who choose to do so egotistical and invasive. In response to those complaints, Horizon Inc. is developing a new model called a guard bangle, which is a bracelet with a chip embedded in it. But this option leaves itself wide open to theft, defeating the purpose of having one for safety purposes. Many teenagers desire to have one of these chips implanted for the cool factor, but in a survey of children who have had these chips implanted, over 80% say they regret it. It seems that these chips have a long way to go before they'll be accepted by society. Holy shit, dude. I forget how, like, close to home a lot of this shit comes for being, like, fake. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, sci-fi fantasy stuff. Like, this is, like, alternate present day, but still, like, kind of accurate in a weird way. Player killers and players killed. Players known as PKers exist in online games. They are player killers, and they play the game to defeat other player characters. PKing also refers to the actual act of killing a player. The victims of PKers often lose experience points and in-game currency, and many of them have given up playing online games due to this shock. When asked, most PKers will say things like, if it's allowed in the game, then it's not against the rules. Everyone's got different playing styles, or if you don't like it, go play a game that doesn't allow it. It is true that there are many online games that do not allow PKing. However, on the other hand, when considering that many players in non-PK games have far lower motivation to play than their PK game counterparts, it becomes difficult to say whether PKers are good or bad for the game. One player had this to say, the PK problem will never go away unless the people controlling the characters change. Crimson vs. Service Down. Crimson vs., the popular online card game run by CyberConnect Japan, remains offline 6 months after efforts to expand the servers and conduct software updates. Crimson Versus is played together with the World R2. Oh, cool. I didn't know that the World had like its own card game. Players make a custom deck of hundreds of different cards and pit them together against other players' decks online. One of the main problems of this type of online card game is the fact that none of the cards a player gains actually exist. They're all just data uploaded to a server. Doesn't Bandai Namco own Yu-Gi-Oh! Also? Which is kind of funny. Therefore, during long periods of downtime such as the current one, players cannot use or even admire one's hard-earned collection. To that end, CyberConnect Japan has been flooded with requests from users to hurry up and resume the game's service. Fans of the game, ranging from elementary school students to adults, are even now eagerly awaiting the return of their favorite pastime. That's all the news. We read all of it. Oh my god, the forums. There's gonna be so much in here. Beginning of the game has so much reading. This whole game has a lot of reading, but existence of the PK system. I'm gonna talk a bit about PKs. The PK system was around since the days of Fragment. And until it was abolished in the middle days of the World R1. It was a system that made the world really unique. When the PKs were abolished, players held protests at each of the root towns, and fan sites demanded that PKs be brought back. Now, for the World R2, the PK system has been brought back. It has its pros and cons, but the players generally welcomed it when it first started. But lately there have been a growing number of people who call for it to be abolished again. In the outside world too, people are talking about whether it's morally correct to have a game where people kill each other. So, considering all these things, I have a question. Does the world really need PKs? Please give me your detailed answers. Thank you. Caution. The purpose of this thread is not to criticize PKing. Please don't flame or troll. Thank you. These are both by the same person. Agree as a system. By Tenjin. I think the world definitely needs PKs, though I personally hate PKing. In network games with no PKing, you have no choice but to accept getting cheated or get swindled by other players. But in the world, there's the PK system. If you use your brain, you can use the PK system to protect yourself. So, just from a self-defense point of view, the PK system is necessary. That's basically my opinion. Interesting. Interesting take. Disagree, Beatrice. I'm against the current PK system. I won't say that the system itself is bad, however, I can't agree with the system that blames the victims and says that if you don't want to get PK'd, you should do the PKing first. For example, they could make some servers where PKing is allowed and others where it's forbidden. Or make it so you can turn PKing on or off. If it's off, you can't PK someone and you can't be PK'd either. I wish CC Corp would think of a way to separate the people that want it and the people that don't want it. I think that's a fair take. That's how it is in some games, right? Only a Game by Renji. I personally think either way is fine. Even if you do get PK'd, it's not that big of a deal as it's within the game, so maybe you'll lose some experience at the time you spent to get those points. And the time you get to spend... So maybe you'll lose some experience and the time you spent to get those points. At worst, you may lose some items too. That's all. So do you really have to talk about who got PK'd and who did the PKing? Naturally, if your dear character is PK'd, it's going to upset you. But it's just a game, right? I'm not saying you should enjoy getting PK'd. Maybe just take it a little bit more lightly. It's not an issue of is it necessary or not, is it? That's a part of the game. The real winners are the ones that have fun. My 2 cents by Mitan. I'm all for the PK system. I started playing the world because it had a PK system, which is something that I wanted to experience, although my fear of retaliation prevents me from PKing anyone. For someone who wants to play a game with a PK system, such as myself, it is absolutely necessary to have one. But to be honest, I don't really care if the world has it or not. I'll go to whatever game has the best PK system. What? Lastly, I want to add a personal comment. To all you people who say that you hate PKing but still play the world, which is a game whose main selling point is the PK system. I just want to say, go play another game. I'm begging you. What is this take? I Disagree by Ptolemy. I want to talk about the World R2. It's a mistake to have the PK system applied to the entire game. They say that the arena was created to calm down the whole PK controversy, but I think it's done the opposite. I think they should have made it so the PK system applied only to the arena and left the rest of the game PK free. People that don't want to get involved in PK can stay away from the arena, and the people who do want to PK go to the arena. That way both types of people would have been happy. It's the same thing for the trouble between the guilds. Instead of killing each other in areas where whenever there's a dispute, it would be way better if we just solve it fairly in the arena. That's the way it should have been handled. I think the current PK problem was born from the fact that the world is borderless, but it's not too late to fix things, so I think they should consider a reworking of the entire system. So I guess I have to say I'm against the current PK system. Are they saying that they should just make a whole game just for PKing, like dothack versus? I think they got their wish. Where can I get Olm Shell? I'm looking for an Olm Shell. I just started, so I don't have much money, and I'm hoping to get one from some monsters and treasure chests. Where can I find one? Someone tell me. Must be tough just getting started. Let me think. Go to the area below and break the barrels. I think you'll find some. Buzzing Wrath's Puddle. Though you don't have money, be brave and you'll do fine. Good luck. Cool. In case I need an Olm Shell. Epitaph of Twilight? Holy shit. Butt rice. Epitaph of Twilight. I heard a weird thing from a friend of mine. Is it really true that the world was created based on the epic poem Epitaph of Twilight? Also, if this is true, what is that on the official page? Does anyone here know anything about this? Epitaph of Twilight. The world was created based on the epic poem Epitaph of Twilight. I believe this is true. CC Corp won't officially admit it though. Also, if this is true, what is that on the official page? Well, that's the Epitaph of Twilight, right? I heard that the Epitaph of Twilight was a fantasy-style story about a search for a dragon. But the main background story for the world is just about a bunch of guys fighting each other? I don't think that can be right. The previous version, the World R1, was most definitely based around the poem Epitaph of Twilight. It's said that the words written on the altar in Hul Grans are proof of that. With regards to the World R2, the two event planners structured the game from scratch while incorporating the atmosphere of the World R1 as much as possible. Okay. Excuse me, but could you tell me your source? CC Corporation's easy, so that's how I think it is. So this is how I think it is. Fragment, based on the Epitaph of the Twilight. The World R1, based on the Epitaph of the Twilight. The World R2, CC Corp's original scenario, partly based on the previous game. Got it. Okay. So, the version of the game that we're playing right now is like a reimagining of the first game, which is based on like a story that the first game also had like a beta version that was based on that. Huh? That ezine has insider info from the designers? I figured it would just be mindless advertising. Damn, I underestimated them. Did you need to be a gold member of the CC Corp official fan club to be able to receive the ezine? Exactly, but you need to have $30 cash in your cyber wallet, so think carefully before you register. Wasn't there a guild that was collecting the Epitaph of Twilight and the Twilight Keys? I wonder if that guild is still active. I don't hear anything about them anymore. Is it messed up? This is starting to look more and more like a bad rumor board. That was the Twilight Brigade. Now that you mention it, I haven't heard a thing about them lately either. They used to be so active too. I wonder what happened. Maybe they broke up? The guild itself was no longer around. It seems they just fell apart when their leader disappeared. But I heard the leader recently returned to the world. I guess the former members of that guild are starting to get active again, too. Butt rice. I mistakenly used a rare serrated edge nickel coin I bought at an auction to buy a rice ball. Good evening. This is butt rice. Wow, really? I wonder if the rumor board is going to get busy again. If it gets to be what it used to be like, I'll be posting there too. Bring on the Twilight Brigade. Sorry for the noob-like question, but what exactly is this Epitaph of Twilight and the Twilight Key business? Well, please forgive my presumptuous, but let me try to explain. Epitaph of Twilight. This is an epic poem that was posted on the internet for free. People say that the world of the world R1 is based on it, but CC Corporation denies it. The person who wrote the poem is dead now, and you can no longer see the website where it was originally posted. The poem itself has been scattered as well. Twilight Key. This is a legendary item that is said to grant the wishes of whoever is lucky enough to find it. Lots of players have been looking for it ever since the days of Fragment. Despite the fact that an extremely large number of people are looking for it, there are no reports of anyone having seen it. Lately, most people have started to think that it might just be another urban legend since the information is so vague. I hope the above explanation has been useful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. So the Twilight Brigade is a guild that is dedicated to finding something that doesn't exist. That sounds kind of romantic. Nogmung saying, I miss R1. Loving new things is part of human nature, but so is loving old things. I want to go into the area with it. I want to go into the area again with a character that I put my spirit into making. I want to play with my dear companion. The images of a drenched CC Corp headquarters on the news, toasted servers standing there with despair. The diligent petitions were not answered as CC Corp announced the resignation of the R1 restoration. However, listen to this. Even so, the old warm-hearted me still wants to go back. No, I'm actually still warm-hearted. I still hope to see C Corp guys, especially the executives, hear my cries. And I hope they bring back our dear old world. I want them to bring back R1 too. It's not that I hate R2, it's just that I have more memories with R1. Damn it, who started that fire anyway? So? Was R1 really that great? Isn't everyone exaggerating a bit? Graphically, R2 is way, way better. The game system is better too. I still think R2 wins hands down. I hope R2 really takes off. I admit that's true, but how do I put it? That doesn't even matter. It's just not the same as R1. We want our old R1 back. I started playing from R2, so I just don't understand why everyone makes such a big deal about R1. So here's my question. If R1 was brought back or remade or whatever, what would you all do? I'll play them both. The reason is that I don't want to lose the characters I built up in R2, but I'll also want to play R1. That's a tough question. I guess I'd like to play both, but I don't have much money. I'm not clever enough to play both at the same time, so I guess I'd just wind up playing R2. Basically, I'll keep playing R2. Just like Applestar, I can't see myself playing both. But if our old character data is restored, I might just quit R2 and play R1 instead. Crimson Versus. This is a different game, huh? Expected result 1. Oh my god, this has its own fucking board! Dude, there's so much shit here! Apkalu. Graphic bulletin board. Let's enjoy the day drawing while relaxing. Images? What? Apkalu is a special forum created for uploading and showing off your drawings to other members. Apkalu is the name of New Babylonian or New Assyrian mythology or something like that. I don't have the details. Does anyone know? This game is fucking Assyrian mythology in it? Holy shit, dude. I'm fucking texting my cousin right now. This is crazy. That's so awesome. The word on the street is that one of our frequent posters, Shuju, is going pro. Congratulations. I'm adding your name to our list, but if you have any problems with that, please let me know. Professional Upkalu members. Basilico, now designing Crimson Verses. Esmodo, working in the animation industry. And Shuju, waiting for confirmation. This is crazy. Me and my cousin used to play the first series of dothack, like when it first came out. When I first started to get into it, we played it together. So to see this in the second series and not having known that this was here is fucking crazy. What the fuck is this? Hello, my name is Masaru from Kyoto. I'm student. Right now I study English, so I log into US server. I enjoy make many American friends. I am grateful for your bulletin board. Thank you for having me. Great picture. Incredible picture. Oh, thank you for the wallpaper. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Thank you, Masaru. Machi. Ah, I'm very nice guy. Walnuts cracked open. Rodriguez? Heap, I'm scared. Oh, but it's kind of cool. No, wait, definitely scary. What? A refreshing breeze. Maria. Hello everyone, call me Maria. I like the scenery of grassy fields, so I tried my hand at drawing one. It's very embarrassing because I know I'm not as good as everyone else here, but oh well. If there's someone here that likes it, I have other scenery I like, so I'd like to post them as well. What areas do you all like? Cool wallpaper. Spaced out. Hey there, Maria. I really like the peaceful feeling from the grassy field. I like these fields too. I like clear days, but I'm starting to like it when it rains too. Recently, I was running around a field, and at one point I got so excited that I couldn't keep myself from shouting, woohoo! Then my mom came in and said I was a bit creepy. I mean, I can see how someone looking in on us from the outside must think we look pretty strange, but still. Mayako. I like nighttime myself. You can see the magic sparkling in the air. I also love the moon. The last hope of the world, Kazubolo, at your service. Hello, Kazubolo here. Why are you introducing yourself on a post? My real-life self lives in a place with a hot climate year-round, so I find myself drawn to snowscapes. I love the snow areas from R1. Of course, the Kazubolo troop would probably freeze to death since we're always walking around barefoot. Nice to meet you, Maria. I love the ocean area and the grasslands. I always like to run along the beach, kicking up sand as I go. Cool. You always use such cute colors in your picture. NaCl. Is that salt? Everyone here is so good at drawing. It's amazing. The Kazubolo troop? Barefoot? The fuck? A Beautiful Friendship by SR. Seems there have been a lot of PK and other suspicious guilds popping up these days that are making it harder to enjoy the game. Come on, can't we all just get along? Love and peace, brother. PKing is for losers. I bet the Chim Chim agrees with me. Cool wallpaper, thank you. You're kicking the Chim Chims too, aren't you? LOL. You don't fool me, the Chim Chim on your shoulder isn't carrying a Chim Sphere. In other words, you kicked that Chim Chim and took his sphere. Uh-oh, I've been found out. PKing is all part of the parameters, right? It's up to the individual to decide whether or not it's for losers. Because it is part of the parameters, PKing is just another way to play. If you don't like the PKing as it's found in the world, then you're welcome to play something else. Man, a lot of people share that sentiment, and we're just gonna keep hearing about it. Kazuki. But I was PK'd together with a friend when we were playing on our own the other day. It was a strange group of 3 people, and they were laughing as if they were really happy. I was so frustrated I felt like crying. Is this what you call parameters? I don't want to be told to put up or shut up with something ridiculous like that. A beautiful friendship? Those that play with friends and those that play solo. Those that enjoy collecting money more than raising their level. Those that enjoy PKing and those that enjoy PKing. There may be differences in the styles of play, but as long as they're part of the parameters, it's up to all the individual players to choose which style they would like to pursue. No one can deny your choice to play with your friends or the PKer's choice to PK. In response to I don't want to be told to shut up, put up or shut up with something ridiculous like that, they say, no one is telling you to do that. There are plenty of games with no PKing at all, but the world is a game where PKing exists. You know, that's all well and good, but why is there a heart mark on your chim chim? Is all I really wanted to hear. Denying other playing styles cannot be contained with lighthearted jokes. As for the heart mark, it's lovely, lol. I love the heart mark. Same here, I wish I had a chim chim to ride on my shoulder. The fuck? There was this person. Oh, this is Hiseo, huh? The other day, my character, she's called 1/2, by the way, was PK'd. But when that happened, someone in black and red came to help save, me. He was incredibly strong, and took out the PKers like it was nothing. But he didn't bring me back to life, so I had no idea if he really showed up there just to save me or not. Has anyone seen him? Here's a picture of what he looks like. Sorry, I don't remember more clearly. It's just Hiseo. Nope, never seen anyone like him, but I would love to meet him. Do you remember the words for the area you met him in? I don't suppose I could meet him if I went on a stakeout there, huh? But you know, I just realized there are tons of people dressed in black and red in the world. What is this, a joke? Are you sure you weren't dreaming? Make sure you get some decent sleep now and then. A red and black person. I saw him too, a guy in black and red. He kinda looked like this. That looks like an alien. So you've never met him? That's too bad. I'm afraid I don't remember the words. I just kind of put them in randomly, lol. And yeah, you're right. There really are a ton of people dressed like that. I'm sorry. And to Blue-Eyed Samurai, they say, maybe it is a joke. LOL. Lately, I've been unable to distinguish between the world and reality. And to Beast Hunter K, you saw him? Really? Wait a second, that doesn't seem right. LOL, I wouldn't have any blood left after meeting him. Machi. The fuck? Exotic guy. That's the same reason why I also went off searching for an interesting person the other day, and I happened to come across him, a guy in black and red. I was turning a corner in Makani when I suddenly saw a shadow looming and ran right into its owner. When I looked up, all I saw was his incredibly thick chest. He said sorry, but I couldn't see his face because of his damn chest. And here I thought I was gonna fall in love. I thought a light Indian breeze was gonna blow it from underneath his arm. Truly a bittersweet experience. Anyway, that's why I'm off to search for an interesting person again, lol. Ah, silly Machi, lol. You really are a great artist, but you do not seem to know the fine line between genius and idiocy. Fortunately, you come down on the idiotic side. Did I not get the picture from this? Exotic guy. Oh, I like it. Very street art-like. Nice. They say there's no one better at drawing than someone who can capture a gag well, but seriously, you're really good. I think I've become a genuine fan. I can't wait to see your next work. Good luck. This is ROTFL. Roll on the floor laughing. Okay. Please hold. Phew. My sides hurt from laughing too much. Are you sure it was really supposed to be red and black and not red and yellow? LOL. What, with the giant Buddha and the lotus and the red goggles? Well, I have no idea what was going, but I bet this guy goes along with the monks on their begging trips. You've achieved perfect harmony along a fine line between unification and division of Indian and Oriental styles. It was so good, I actually lost track of myself for a moment. Truly incredible. Looking forward to your next work. Okay, thanks to your responses, you all are getting some special treatment in the next one. LOL. Incidentally, the words idiot and weirdo are the world's greatest compliments. LOL. Mayako. Are you sure this isn't Haseo, the Terror of Death? I can't tell for sure because of how deformed he looks in the picture. Still, I think it's probably the Terror of Death. Did he ask you anything like, do you know about Tri-Edge or something like that? Chim Soccer. I thought I'd like to try playing soccer with Chim Chims. Cool, thanks, SR. Count me in. I wonder if we can get 11 players. Of course, I can't help feeling sorry for the Chim Chims. That's kind of mean, but I think I'd like to try too. Ah, to the poor Chim Chims. Just keep believing that this will someday come true. Or rather, just a matter of time until CC Corp includes this in one of their updates. Liquid. I'd like to kick them too, but I think I'll pass on doing headers with them. That's just gross. I'd like to be kicked myself. What the fuck? I'd like to try kicking them too. You're looking at their faces and you start to get this urge, and it starts to grow and build. Then you finally let go and kick them, and bam, you'll feel great again. So yeah, count me in for Chim Soccer. Join! Cool. How are you? I'm Machi. I'm an extreme noob who only just logged in for the first time the other day, but I'm already completely taken with the world. Recently, I tried making a party for the first time, and it was so much fun, I found myself drawing without even realizing it. The above are the nice people who joined my party. Raw Ham Sister is on the right, and the other one is Beach Boy. Raw Ham Sister on the right, and the other one is Beach Boy. Cool. Got it. Raw Ham Sister. Got it. When we fought a giant turtle, for some reason they were desperate to help. They also helped me to get good items and to build up my EXP, to which I'm very grateful. I've heard lots of stories about PKers, so I was secretly worried, but I'm very glad they turned out to be such great people. I love the world. Oh my god, dude, it's been like an hour and I haven't played anything. I've just been reading things! Dothack the reading! Oh. What lovely sentiments. You all draw good. Dogmung. What a great illustration, but something about Beach Boy bothers me, and I'm not sure what. He's kind of scary. Eep. Nice to make your acquaintance. I'm known as Julius. Oh, what a beautiful illustration. I hope you will let me accompany you on a future endeavor. I also hope you will draw me in another wonderful illustration afterwards. Hi there, I'm Mayako. LOL. You're an amazing artist. Wow. LOL, you've got... What's that word? Talent? Whatever it is, I'm jealous, smiley face. What the... Oh, just so I'm clear, this isn't a post for a singles get-together or anything, LOL. Allow me to start by introducing myself. I'm the last hope of the world, the one known as Kazubolo, the red-eyed swordsman. I'm currently level 9 and undergoing daily training. My playtime motto is bright, fun, and balanced. Everyone, I hope you'll welcome me into your ranks. Cool, thanks Kazubolo. Your level's awfully low for being the last hope. Ouch, I see you don't hold back. Well, since I am the world's last hope, right now I'm not even a first hope. Which is why I'm currently looking for comrades who will help me save the world someday, LOL. Afro. Admin, doesn't this fall under public solicitation? Is this allowed? LOL. That's true, this board is supposed to be for people to post their drawings and receive feedback, so it's not really the appropriate place for party solicitations. But he did put up a picture, so I'm gonna call it a gray zone and leave it up to the admins. Besides, who am I to decide the rules of this board? there's a problem with this post, feel free to delete it, admins. Deletion key 1234. No face at admin. Party solicitations fall under the following prohibited behaviors. Please be more careful in the future. Personal diary content. That's funny. However, since you have posted an illustration, the self-introduction part is not a problem at all. Don't be so formal. Join up with me. The other day, I immediately made up a party with Julius and went off adventuring. We thought we could use another in the party, so we invited a passerby, Jin, to join. And here to commemorate that is a picture of the Rainy Field Trio. Thanks, Julius. This person is good at art. Hey, nice to see you again. Good work the other day. Oh, I like this one. I'm indebted to you for drawing me so well. To think that pouring adventure would lead to a beautiful picture like this. Whoa, that looks just like Jin. LOL, he was some character, wasn't he? He was a bit concerned about his hair, though. I hope the three of us can go off on a dungeon traipsing again. Thanks for a great time. Cool. We read everything in Upkalu. Oh my god, there's so many things. There's so many things. It never ends. It never ends. This is like a whole other hour. Expected result 1. Complaining about this won't speed up the process, so why don't we have a constructive discussion on what we can expect for the next version? A CC Corp employee may read it and pick up on some of our ideas. Subject. This is how Crimson Versa will change in its next release. Okay, write down all your best thoughts. This may sound selfish. There will be more hot girls. Huh? You don't like that? Personally, I would really love to see it. LOL. And Tenora. I wish they'd come out with sexy guy cards. I like guys with toned biceps and abs. I get hot just imagining them. For a moment I agreed with you, but you go for guys with muscles? LOL. As for me, I like lanky, pretty guys. Forget I said anything. Sorry for being realistic. I wish they would increase the number of cards in your deck stock. I hate having the deck in front of you and making notes all the time. Sorry for the boring opinion. Tanu. Monster cards. Tons more of them. Pile them on. Can't get enough. Phew, I'm already in the world mode. Well, in the next version, I want to see twice as many, no, 4 times as many monster cards. That's what I want. I thought they might do that. By the way, Tanu, are you that Tanu? Kestrel's beast lover, right? I know this is out of the blue, but I love how you run around Makanu screaming, Beastie, LOL. Dear Beastie. In the next version, I want to see them make my portrait even more beautiful. I'm sure they'll do that. Yikes, my cover is blown. And on top of that, are you hitting on me? Wow. Engine. Things are heating up in here, LOL. I want to use famous cartoon artists and illustrators for the artwork. The artwork now isn't bad, but if it were by some of these artists, it would be out of this world. I want to see cards by Mr. So-and-so, don't you think? Algmung's post has been beautifully ignored. This has nothing to do with the next version, but I wish they put out an art collection. If possible, in hardcover. 1 picture per page would be perfect. Or maybe not, that would be too many pages. Okay. Oh, an art collection would be great. I'd want them to put sketches in there too. The cost could be even worse. Oh. How about different artists drawing the same subject? What do you think? Sounds interesting, huh? What the? You don't appreciate my beauty? You guys are all blind. Well, I just want to try saying that. Don't get mad, okay? Miton. Nagwang, you made me laugh. The art collection is a great idea, but it can't be too expensive. Advance. This thread is getting too long, so I'm starting a new one. You can read the continuation there. About ceasing service. It's been a long time since they went out of service. Do version upgrades and server expansions usually take this much time? I don't know much about computers, so I really don't know. Can somebody tell us the answer? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna change real quick. Because I'm uncomfortable. Alright. This is just a lot. Hello, cat. Well, I'm not exactly an expert, but it sure feels like it's taking too long. According to rumors, the stoppage was caused by a virus. They say the whole story about an upgrade is just a lie. Here, I'm gonna do this. So, it's not reliable info, right? Don't you think you should stop spreading rumors? This info is apparently true. Remember there were some graphical bugs just before the service was suspended? Those black spots that were popping up? I heard that was caused by a virus. It's been confirmed by an analyst on the rumor board, so I think it's rather reliable. I too think it's reliable information. I asked a programmer friend of mine to take a look, and he found a virus right away. This friend of yours sounds suspicious. Are you sure it's really true? I totally agree. It's unthinkable that a version or server upgrade could take this long. Maybe a couple years ago, but not now. I heard that rumor too. Apparently they think that this rumor is believable. Even though, like Killer Whale said, it's not for certain. In CC Corp's case, it seems likely. So it is safe to say... Is it safe to say that we're all on the same page, that this has taken too much time? In CC Corp's case, it seems likely. ITA, what does that mean? About the game, I tried to start it, but it was temporarily out of service. What's going on? Hi there, my name is Alphonse. The problem is just like it says above, and on top of that, not only is the game out of service, I'm also not able to view the official website. I don't know anything about this game other than that it's a card game. So, if it's okay with you, I'd like those of you who know to tell me how to play this game. Okay, let me explain the basics. This is a type of card game where the game plays out automatically. The players create a few decks, then place them into a deck pool known as the arena. After that, you just leave them alone. When you check the arena, you'll see that the deck is battling on its own and earning points called battle points. Use the battle points to purchase new cards, strengthen your deck, and leave them in the arena again. This is the basic cycle of the game. Okay. Stronger your opponents, the more convincingly you'll defeat them, the more battle points you'll earn. Also, since it's automatic, this is perfect for people that are busy with their jobs. Got it. Makes sense, lol. So let me see if I got this right. It's a regular card game, but the player's moves are set to auto, right? That doesn't mean that once you make your strongest deck, that's the end of it. You got it. To avoid that problem, they use what's called the Trinity system. Trinity is kind of like a game of rock, paper, scissors. Instead of rock, paper, scissors, though, there's wing, gun, and shield. They interact in the following way. Wing is weak against gun, because it gets shot down. Gun is weak against shield because it can't pierce the shield. Shield is weak against wing because of the attacks from above. Okay. All the cards are given one of these elements, so depending on your strategy, you can defeat a really strong card with a really weak one. Cards can be divided in the following way. General cards and unit cards. General cards control deck cost, called Charisma in Crimson VS. 3 unit cards can be placed within the boundaries of the general card's deck cost. Actually, you have to put 3 cards in there. Okay. Build up your deck while considering the following types of things. How to divide the cost among the predetermined number of unit cards, how to combine the unit cards with other unit cards and with general cards, how to balance general card abilities with overall deck balance. Cool. I see, so it is pretty strategic after all. Can't wait until they start it up again. Hey everyone, thanks for the great information. Oh, I forgot one thing. Rumor says that Crimson Versus will be completely revamped in its next update. Not sure how reliable it is though. The things mentioned in this thread may change. CC Corp is notorious for flip-flopping on the specs. You should consider the information in this thread as purely reference. How to start this game? I tried the game, but it won't start. How do I get it to start? The world runs okay on my computer. Do I need to use some kind of special thingy? Please tell me. Game is temporarily out of service. Please wait until it resumes. How long do I have to wait, and why is it out of service? I don't know. Everyone is waiting for CC Corp to make an announcement. I don't know the answer to this either. We're waiting for CC Corp's announcement. Okay, I got it. Thanks for the answers. Oh my god. Fun internet game. Holy shit, please. Oh, I could just do this? I've been playing Riot Gun, but I got sick of it recently. Is there a network game that you recommend? I don't care if it's an MO or an MMO. The world doesn't have to be like Riot. It's even okay if it's not an FPS. Fantasy, sci-fi, I don't care. Thanks in advance. Okay, well let me invite you right away. Have you checked out Forbidden yet? The world is close to Riot Gun, so I think you'll get used to it quickly. I think they're running a campaign for beginners now. How about it? My personal recommendations are The Negotiator or As You Like. The Negotiator is like a store management type MMO. You can do all sorts of different things, like go into a dungeon to collect items to sell, buy things from other adventurers, and buy out and eventually sell for profit other players' stores. The art now has a rare 2D dot matrix retro feel to it. Interesting. As You Like is a miniature garden type ML game. Players start out on an uninhabited island and try to build civilization from scratch. Some islands get evolved into a complete jungle, some may turn out to become a scene from a sci-fi novel. This one is in 3D, yet has a tender touch with cute characters. Very different from Riot Gun, but both are pretty interesting. That does sound pretty interesting. Give me a second. I am chugging water right now because reading a lot is killing me. Thanks for the info. They both sound like simulation games. By the way, I'm one that got frustrated playing Outlaws of the Marsh online. But do you think an idiot like me can have fun with these games? Forbidden. I've never heard of it. What is it like? They just started beta testing it. The world is like a sci-fi treasure island. You buy your own star cruiser and travel to other planets in search of treasure. It's pretty fun attacking and defending yourself from space pirates, other players and stuff. Maybe. So you didn't like Outlaws of the Marsh online, huh? If you could have made steady progress, it might have been fun for you. But if you're not good at that type of game, maybe an action or command type game would be good. Double March might be a good choice. It's a military action game, but it's not an FPS. What do you think? Whoa, that sounds pretty cool, but it sounds to me that it's still in beta testing. But it worries me that it's still in beta testing. Sounds like a lot of bugs. Double March. I played that one before I started Riot Gun. I was really obsessed with it for a while, but then I got sick of it and started Riot. I think I'm gonna stay away from military games for a while. Thanks for the suggestion, though. By now. Have you heard of the news about the new International Space Station? It looks like the group is actively taking names for the space station. To make a suggestion, you have to be an elementary, middle, or high school student. So, do any of you students out there want to make any suggestions? If we participate, everyone will know our age. Oh well, it's okay. I'll go first. All for one. Okay, count me in too as I started the topic. How about unison? It means the sound of the same note. Like everyone should try to work together, you know? What about village, as in we're all just one great big village? How about that, lol? My idea is yarn. Yarn is like a string. I thought it would be great if the whole world can be as one through this one string. Creepy, to be honest. I always thought there were a lot of scary people around these days, but I just saw on the news... But what I saw on the news today convinced me even more. I guess you could call those kids with sunglasses online junkies. Doesn't that scare the life out of you? Whenever I see that, I think of an old movie. I can't remember the name of it. Definitely. I feel bad saying it because that's how I earn my living, but it is scary. They all look as if they're in the midst of being brainwashed or something. Lying back with those awful sunglasses in a dark little room. In a way, it's too perfect. Huh? You work for CC Corp? Unfortunately, no. I just work in an electronics store. Racking my brain now, like butt rice. Is that the one where you see aliens when you put on sunglasses, or the one where secret agents with the same face attack the main character? Excuse me, but I'm one of those people. But I don't do the things you see on the news. I'm not slick enough to be surfing the internet or playing a game while walking at the same time. I've never been to an internet cafe before, but that's how it is in those places. That's awesome. Now I want to go and see for myself. I think it's that one. All I remember is that people in town all start wearing sunglasses, so it might be different. Is that the movie with Obey? Then it must be the one with the Secret Service guys. Oh, okay. Age limit. Is this fair? I think everyone knows that the age restrictions for games offline have become more strict. But I think that the way that they've handled things lately has been wrong. Naturally, I think there should be a policy against mindless portrayals of violence, but I don't think they should go crazy about it either. It reminds me of things like Drama Queen. Does everyone know what I mean? Oh no, I predict another heated discussion. I think you've answered this thread yourself. I agree with that statement. However, the enforcement policy has been recently changed, so I think we should give it a little more time. Drama what? Did I miss something? Drama Queen. Please forgive my presumptuousness, but I'll try to answer. Drama Queen is an incident that occurred in 2015 with regards to textbooks. Cinderella was used in a second grade Japanese language textbook. Many parents felt that the material was inappropriate. Here were two basic reasons. Possibility of promoting bullying. A scene where Cinderella was abused by her stepmother as well as her sisters. Discrimination. The word Cinderella itself is already discriminatory. Whoa. The textbook's publisher bowed to the pressure, recalled all the textbooks, and removed the material. This is referred to as the Drama Queen incident. Thanks for the information, Ace. It certainly sounds like they made a big deal out of nothing. This is a different kind of problem. I don't think you can lump that together with the game restriction issue. Regulation's good. Overall, I'm in favor of restrictions. I don't think it's a good idea for mentally immature children to see footage of explicit content. As a matter of fact, our whole household is basically media free. We only allow our children to see books and movies that my wife and I have chosen. I can't say it's the best thing to do, but at a time now when information is so overwhelming, regulation is the only way to protect our children. I understand what Tadpole is saying, but I think that has its own dangers. They say that kids that grow up in overly pure environments snap when it comes time for them to enter society on their own. Naturally, it's not true for everyone. My associate is just like that. He grew up in a house just like the one Tadpole is describing, but he throws away money like the crazy. His bank account is always empty by the day after payday. When he goes shopping, he just fills the basket with games, books, and DVDs like a madman. It's kind of scary to watch. Whatever it is, it's best to do in moderation, I think. I thought of this while reading this thread. Kids these days don't get hit by their teachers or kicked out of their houses by their parents. They just get praised over and over for nothing. Whoa, I forgot to write whether I'm for or against the restrictions. I agree with the restrictions themselves. If there's a reason for restrictions, then I say they're fine. Need new microchip? Is it normal common sense to implant microchips into our children these days? I don't quite get the idea, as in my generation this was something that happened only in science fiction movies. But GPS can constantly monitor a child. That child will not be able to simply go to the places he or she wants to. Children probably going home since they're monitored by their parents. Is this how our culture should be? Speaking for myself, I find it awkward. How do the rest of you feel? Nice to meet you, Apple Star. I'm a mother of a single child, baby Ken, apparently. My son entered elementary school 2 years ago. At the time of enrollment, the school had handed out manuals and other necessary documents, as well as promotional material for microchips and security calls. From what I hear, at least 60% of the children have microchips implanted in them. Of course, it would be ideal if a parent could accompany their child to and from school, but very few families that can can do that these days. I have my hands full taking care of my father, so I can't go to pick up my son. Naturally, my husband is at work too. I understand you're concerned, Applestar, but since your children's safety is the most important thing, don't you think you should reconsider? What does a security call mean? I've never heard of that. Let me think. Where was that? I think there was a campaign like that in Nagano. I believe that the prefecture provided special cell phones. Each were preset so that they can call the parent's cell phone or police with a single touch, while also being able to receive voice instructions on how to get to the nearest participating children's safety station. Whatever Kagari mentioned is correct. I'm happy to have a system like it. In an emergency, it will make all the difference. In our household, we also have the kids carry pepper spray. To Baby Ken's mom. I heard that the Nagano government is officially addressing the problem of children's safety, but I didn't know it was to that extent. Well, there are a lot of horror stories about the decay of public safety, but is it really so bad that parents have to monitor them when they go or come back from school? Isn't that going a little too far? To Applestar. Once something has happened, it's too late. You have to take whatever precautions you can to make sure it doesn't happen. No way, by Miyabi. I don't know what you're all talking about, I'm sorry. There's something I want to say, so here goes. A few days ago, I went with my mother to get an MC put in me. I told my mom I didn't want to, but she wouldn't listen. She said it was for my own good. But I just don't understand what was for my own good. On my way home from school, I stopped by a friend's house, but I got an angry phone call from my mom. I was just trying to get back the DVD that I had lent. On the way back from cram school, I stopped at a convenience store to talk with my friends. Again, my mother called and yelled at me. There's no way I can handle this much longer. These MC things stink. It takes courage to respond the way you did. Even if the child doesn't want it, the parents may still want to do it, because they worry. I can see both sides, so I have mixed emotions. But don't you think it's a little weird that people mildly accept having MCs implanted in their children, but they get all worked up about the citizen numbering system? I don't think anyone wants to be bound by data. I don't mean to call you out, but Baby Ken's mom, how would you have felt about having an MC implanted in you when you were a child? We all wish there was less crime, but we can't hope for much under the most current circumstances. But even so, instead of relying on the most convenient solution, I think we need to find an answer that is good for both adults and children. Want to buy an M2D? New model's been announced. Is everyone going to buy it? Got a simple question. When did CC Corp get into the home electronics business? I'm suspicious of this open pricing thing. I bet it'll be expensive. That's what I heard anyway. I admit it will be worth buying, but if you don't have the money, you don't have it. If you want the money, you gotta work to earn it. By the way, I've always put $5 into savings every week. I wonder too. There's usually a jinx against companies that suddenly jump into new ventures. I don't want them to go bankrupt because that means I wouldn't be able to play the world. I hope CC Corp earns a bundle. 420, I hope that includes tax. Man, a little more than $400, that's too much. Just a state of mind. Concentrate. If you feel like it's expensive, it's expensive. If you feel like it's cheap, right? Relax your mind. No, no matter how I look at it, it's expensive. Fuck, man. So much! We're almost done. Rumors. Looking for Tan. Just as my topic says, I've been going to guild shops and whispering to the store managers, but can I get a hold of him? Really need to talk to Tan. T-A-N, I guess. I've taken the liberty of posting here with the hope that you fine folks will know a way of contacting him. If this post goes against the rules of the board, I apologize. Does anyone know anything? I'll be waiting for your replies. T-A-N disbanded. Did they have something you wanted? I may be able to help you out. By O Parts. What the O Parts? That's crazy. That's one of the songs we listened to before we started stream today. I didn't know that that was like actually part of something. What's Tan? A guild that was active until just recently. Their main activities revolved around trading items and information. It was said that there was nothing they couldn't acquire, as they had a wide variety of goods in the world, of course. However, they found out that the guild was cheating, so they split up and the main members were deprived of their IDs. Guess you could call them a legend in a way. In that case, I would like to get information. The other day, a friend of mine was PK'd. I'll never forgive them for it. I want to catch them so I can give them a good spanking. This is what I know about the PKers. They worked as a pair. One is a blade brandier, the other is an edge punisher. The Edge Punisher speaks strange. If you know anything about these two PKers, I hope you are willing to tell me. If it was just items, I may have been able to help you out. If you're looking for information, try whispering to Nuada or Encephalon. Okay, I'll try whispering to them. Thank you for your help. Okay. Forest of Pain. Hello, and good evening. Do any of you know about the conditions to activate the world quest, The Forest of Pain? I've completed all the quests except for The Forest of Pain. Are there any conditions that I don't know about in order to activate this quest? That quest can't be played right now. That entire area is currently sealed off. Even if you have the words needed, I doubt you'll get transported there. You're pretty brave to want to challenge the Forest of Pain. Ah, the proud, upright posture of one dedicated to conquering the demon world that is said to be unbeatable. Oh, it's so cool, I can't stand it. The Forest of Pain, eh? I think it'd be best if you avoided anything to do with it. That's too bad, thanks for the information. And what do you mean? Players that participate in the Forest of Pain quest are known to disappear. There was a time when this rumor was fairly well known. When it started, many laughed and thought it was just another urban legend, but upon doing some research, I found that player data for some of the people who participated were lost. Further research revealed that the actual players where the character data was lost were in a coma. It was a big deal. In the end, nothing concrete was revealed about the link between the Forest of Pain and the comatose players. But if I were you, I would stay away from that forest. Are you kidding me? Who knows? It's up to you to believe me or not to believe. But, as they often say, where there's smoke, there's fire. For now, I'll just say that personally, I don't think it's just another rumor. Okay, I think I'll hold off on that quest even when it does open back up. Urban Legend by Encephalon. A friend of a friend told me that. I'm sure you've heard that before. Rumors that feel real even though they seem to have no factual basis. Rumors that seem to come true even as they're spread. Rumors that seem logically impossible yet become increasingly easy to believe the more you think about them. Half of the rumors on this board are rumors of that sort. Urban legends. I'd like to talk for a bit about these legends. If you have time, please lend your ears to a dull analyst. If you have way too much time, please write a response. I'm sure he would be thrilled. Urban legends and ghost stories. Some of you may still not be sure what I mean by urban legends after reading my last post. How about if I mentioned the woman with the crooked mouth, the axe man under the bed, the cat in the microwave oven, or the baby in the locker? Chances are you've heard at least one of them. Most urban legends are scary stories like these, designed to make us feel fear and unease on a basic, primitive level. Compared to regular ghost stories, urban legends have an ambiguous part that says this happened to someone somewhere. However, as rumors, these are inherently interesting, and they have an undeniable impact. You start wanting to believe that these things can actually happen. Then you start wanting to tell them to others. They are rumors that should be no big deal, yet they're kind of scary and interesting at the same time. This is the true identity of the urban legend. Here now is one of those legends. Please decide for yourself whether or not to spread it amongst yourselves. Story. Holy balls, there's so much! Okay. Have you ever wanted to know what the future holds? I have a good method for predicting it, so I will now share this to you. This is a story I heard from a friend of a friend, but dial 3 times to the northeast, then 3 times to the southwest, then call your own cell phone. Upon doing so, you will not hear a normal error message, but instead hear a woman say, "Who would you like to leave a message for?" When you hear this woman's voice, you then say this, "Future, oh future, please come here. When you come, please reply." Once you've said this, turn the power off to your cell phone, wrap it in a red handkerchief, put it in your left pocket. Upon doing so, you will get a phone call from the future within 24 hours. You will be asked what kind of future you would like to know, so you must respond to this within 10 seconds. Then the future will tell you about the future that you wish to know. However, if you do not answer the question within 10 seconds, you will be taken away by the future and forced to become its companion. Really getting bored. Ooh, thanks for the explanation. I've been hearing talk about the future a lot lately. It's all just following up Satoru, though. FOF. Thanks for summary. Oh, I remember that. It was all the rage back in grade school. Don't you think this future thing is just an abbreviated version of the Satoru method? I wonder if it's too much trouble for kids today to have the phone ringing over and over again. Good work, Encephalon. I wonder. I personally think that it's the most interesting part of the process. Thanks for the responses. He is thrilled as well. Really, thank you. So, who's this he you keep talking about? It's really bugging me. Is it just me, or do I smell more fascinating things to come? LOL. The mystery of the world. I tried collecting up the latest rumors. If you're interested, here they are. Number 1, the little girl in the hall. Number 2, the tuning fork. Number 3, Triage. Little girl in the hall. If you go to the Hulgrans Cathedral at 12 a.m. exactly, you will hear a girl crying. Those who hear this girl will fall into a coma after a week. Whoa. But apparently, if you talk to 5 people within the week about your experience, you'll be spared from the coma. Also, these rumors say that a girl wearing something like a white nightgown will sometimes appear before your very eyes. Tuning fork. If you hear a sound like a tuning fork in an area, you will fall into a coma. Of course, if this were true, I doubt anyone who heard the sound will be around to start the rumor. LOL. Triage. People who come across a triple-clawed twin blade, in the game of course, fall into a coma in real life. These people also gain a triangular-shaped wound while in the coma. We're just full of coma rumors lately. Triage. I've heard stories along those lines. It's pretty scary. Please read Rumor Board. Good evening, I'm Nanase Mitabi. Recently, there appears to be an increasing number of you who are failing to uphold the local rules of this board. I thought this may be because many of you are coming here for the first time, so I decided to make this thread to clearly list the rules. Unlike other boards, there are several rules that are constantly in effect. Before you post here, please make sure to read them in the following responses. Thank you. 1. Adhere to the thread rules. There are 4 types of threads in the rumor board. When making a new thread, please make sure to adhere to one of the 4, and there are people out there who use this board as a serious reference, so please be thorough. Sightings and counters. Please use this type when describing something you have seen or experienced for yourself. If it's something you've heard, please differentiate the type of thread between online and offline. Online rumor. Use this type when talking about rumors related to online setting. Offline, use this when real life. General. Use this for general discussion threads that do not fall into the previous 3 thread types. No taunting. Based on the nature of this board, there will always be discussions about things that would not normally be considered as common sense. However, no matter how improbable you may think someone's post is, do not mock them or their views. Good evening as a greeting. No matter what time of day it may be, always greet your fellow posters with good evening. There is no particular reason for this, but it has been a long-standing tradition of this board. Please uphold it. Point of caution. Things written in the threads here are rules pertaining only to the rumor board. Please stop bringing them to other boards and sites. That's everything. Movie player. Volume 1 title demo. We don't need to see that. Backgrounds. We got some backgrounds. Nice to meet you. Oh, I can change the color? Okay. Hold on. Okay, let's get some dark mode going. Never mind, let's not get some dark mode going. Just reset. I'll wait until we get another cool background. Okay, let's just go back into the game, right? Well, first let's save, because that's been like... It's been 2 hours since we've done anything. We've just been reading things. No, you're telling me there's more to read? Oh my god, it never ends! It never ends! Welcome to the world. The world is an MMORPG, massively multiplayer online RPG, enjoyed by many players worldwide. Gain fame as a top-class adventurer, become Emperor of the Colosseo, take parts in quests and explore the world, or just relax and take in the gorgeous scenery. There is more than one way to enjoy the world and more than one path to take. You too can become a resident of the world and live the life you desire. Crust and Steam technology. This is a crust device that is the key to creating a barrier that stops monsters from invading the town. Each town has at least one chaos gate, which you must use to warp into a field or dungeon. We know that. Steam alchemy. This is an alchemy device created by combining steam and crust technology. Just toss any item in, from old equipment to spare items, and the device will transform it into a different item. Okay. Although the device was first intended to transform scrap iron into gold, the types of items that can be transformed are now restricted by law, as economists worried it would wreak havoc on the economy. Interesting. Steam bike. A steam-powered bike invented by humans. It's an extremely expensive item. Riding around in one of these is considered to earn you jealous stares from people in town. Gondola. The gondola has historically been used to navigate the canals in Makanu. Transportation provided by gondolas used to be essential to everyday life, but with the steady advance in technology, they have mostly lost their original purpose, becoming more of a tourist attraction for Makon. Okay. Oh my fucking god, dude! There's so much stuff! Okay, I'm just gonna go into the game. There's gotta be like story stuff with cutscenes that I don't have to read, and gameplay that I can do.
What's going on? Why is my equipment different? What the? I'm back at level 1? What about my items? My member list?
Everything's reset, kid.
My equipment?
Even your language is set to English.
Gone. It's all gone. My whole character has been completely reformatted.
Hey, did you see that guy just now? With the really weird arm? Totally!
Arm? Ovan? He would know something about this.
Okay. Sometimes your next destination is on the map. A circle. Okay.
Hey, do you know what that guy's job was? I don't think I've seen a design like that.
I didn't look that closely.
I saw him head towards the harbor. Maybe I'll go get a closer look.
This kind of looks like Makanu, but it's definitely like a redesigned version of it.
Really? I thought he looked kinda creepy. So, you like guys that look like that?
Where'd he go?
I think he went down that alley.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's those player killers.
It's not much of a challenge when they're so pathetically weak.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Fighting those noobs is making us all rusty.
That rogue that we fought the last time? He really wasn't that bad.
You mean we're going after him next?
Hell yeah. There is no way in hell I can back down after what happened last time.
Well,
Yes, ma'am.
we're kind of screwed because we don't have any of our items.
Wait, what the hell am I hiding for? Why do I have to hide from bastards like them? It's pathetic.
You don't have any of your gear, dude. What do you mean it's pathetic?
You're kidding! What the hell's going on?
Gaspard, are you okay?
Huh? What happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, are you a new player?
You're a noob? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I guess I must have scared you, huh?
Hell no, I'm not a noob. I'm the terror of death.
Terror of what?
What? Wait, are you talking about the famous PKK Haseo?
Oh, you're a player killer killer! I knew I'd heard about him somewhere before. But I'm pretty sure the player's name was Haseo.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Yep.
Hey, look. It's me. I'm the real PKK Haseo.
You're level 1. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but you'll have to gain more levels before you can say anything like that.
What? Hey.
If you're a noob, we'll be happy to teach you the basics of this game.
Actually, Syllabus and I are part of the Noob Support Guild called Canard.
Noob Support Guild?
It's a guild that teaches noobs all they need to know to become top players.
We're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh yeah, I need to give you our member addresses first. Here.
We got syllabuses and Gaspard's
member
member
addresses are an address system
Oh,
made just
man.
for communicating
It's just
with your
my
friends
luck
in
to
the
get
world.
mixed up with
When
a bunch of
inviting someone into your
weirdos.
party, check their status.
I even lost sight of Ovan. Anyway, right now, I've got to level back up to become the terror of death. Well, I guess I'll just hang out with them for a little while longer.
Look, it doesn't mean that they'll join just because you invite them to. Were you listening to me?
Yeah, I was listening.
You were? Really?
Yes, really. Anyway, come on. You're gonna teach me the basics, right? So hurry up and let's move on to the next lesson.
Okay, then let's go to an area.
Now, invite us into your party and we'll go find the Chaos Gate.
Only if you actually let us do that. They're already in my party. Okay, cool. I don't even have to invite them. Let's save, and then we go in the Chaos Gate.
This is the Chaos Gate. If you input 3 different types of words into...
I know that.
Okay, well then, a good area for a noob is...
Delta Peaceful Leading Freedom. That should be a good place to start.
Here's the shop. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't have any money. Oh my god, I got Everything wiped, huh?
Attention! Bringing one noob to the dungeon! Repeat, bringing one noob to the dungeon!
Dude, we're 3 hours in, and I'm just about to do the second mission.
You're really the terror of death, right?
I can understand you wanting to roleplay something like that, but I'm not really sure if you should do terror of death, you know? Player killers are going to come after you, and it'll definitely be rough for you.
Hey, just shut up and listen.
So you're saying you're really the PKK Haseo, the terror of death. And when you logged in, your level went down from 133 to 1?
That's
fucked. No way! I've never heard of a bug quite like that. Wow!
I'm not lying.
Okay, but still.
Gaspard, that's what he's role-playing.
Oh, now I get it. That's some really complicated character background.
It's not roleplay.
That's so funny. They're like, dude, you're role-playing that you're restarting your character? That sucks.
Just relax and come with us.
Will you please listen to me already?
Like, weird roleplay, dude, but whatever. If you want to roleplay that your character fucking got restarted, then I guess you could do that. This is the world, you can do whatever you want. Oh wait, I have to see what the mission is? Accept the reward at the Beast Temple.
The enemy has been spotted.
Okay, maybe we should start by telling you about the skill trigger.
I already know about that.
Do you?
But how could you know? You're just a noob.
He's 133!
No, I'm not!
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, come on, Haseo. Let's go fight the monsters.
Don't forget to use the skill trigger, okay?
Help! Haseo! Wow! We did it! Yes! Way to go, Haseo!
Yeah, looks like you can use the skill trigger just fine.
I mean, I used it one time.
Can't believe that you're a noob.
He's not a noob.
I told you, I'm not a...
Okay.
Let's move on.
Will you two just listen to me?
Okay, hold on. What about going this way? What is over here?
I think even I can win!
Okay.
I guess we won! Let's get him!
Damn it.
Let's keep it up!
This battle system is different. I don't know how I feel about it because you kind of get like locked into the battles instead of like.
This is bad.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Wow! We did it!
It's interesting.
I'll try my best.
Oh my god.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Interesting. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, nothing here. Items. Okay. I have 17 health drinks. Cool.
There's another enemy!
Yeah, it's right in front of
Well,
us.
Now that you know how to use the skill trigger, let's learn about Rengeki.
I know how to use
I already
Rengeki.
know about... Okay, then let's go and fight them!
I'll tell you the timing to execute it, so make sure you use it.
We won't get to use it.
listen
We'll
to me,
kill it
damn
too
it.
fast.
Don't worry, we're listening all right.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, dude.
Help! Haseo!
Why did you guys interrupt our fucking... Oh my god, you suck.
Wow! We did it!
Hey, notice how you guys didn't mention Rengeki.
Was the Rengeki too difficult?
You never said
Just
it.
forgot for a second.
It's all right. Don't be shy.
Now, when you attack an enemy, when this happens, use any skill. If you succeed, your skill will...
This is called Rengen.
It might be a little tricky at first.
Good luck.
Let's keep going.
I skipped over it because they literally told me that like 2 hours ago. Maybe that's why they chose to do it again, but if that was the case, they should have just fucking did it then. Be able to get to the lower floor from here. Okay.
Do you know about awakening?
What's that?
No, I don't.
See? I knew that you were a noob.
Hey!
Now, Haseo. We'll tell you all about them, so don't scowl, okay?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
what is this awakening thing you were talking about?
Well, it's a special attack that you can do together with your party members. Do you want to give it a shot? It's a lot easier to understand it if you're in battle.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. I'm gonna do my best.
Hey, I haven't agreed.
All right then, let's go encounter some enemies.
I'm getting nervous.
Awakening is a state when a special kind of power has been activated. You can use it when the morale gauge on the top right of the screen is full.
Okay. Beast Awakening.
Here it comes!
Okay, I'll do what I can.
I love using this technique.
You just got one step closer to becoming the terror of death.
The enemies get stronger as we go deeper. So let's kick some butt and get you leveled up.
Cool. Okay.
That was nothing.
No, I don't want to do this. I wanted to do the switch. Okay. Chim Chim. This is a mysterious animal that resides in the world known as Chim Chim. Approach it and kick it to acquire energy known as Chim Spheres. Chim Spheres are vital to operate the various steam machinery, so you should always keep at least 30 in stock. However, if you have too many, it may cause some difficulties. Okay. I gotta have 30. I have 12. Let's make sure we get 30. Come here, you. $21. Okay. 24. Whoa, okay. 39. Cool. Well, now I have enough. Steam door is one of the traps that are found in a dungeon. These doors can be opened by inserting an energy known as Chim Spheres. Chim Spheres can be obtained from mysterious creatures known as Chim Chims, which are found inside dungeons and root towns. You need 5 to open this door. Good thing I have 39 or whatever. This is why they said to have at least 30.
Let's get him!
Let's keep it up.
Okay, they hit level 5. Do, 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 do. Oh. Okay, this way. Okay. That's why we did that little farming thing.
First strike.
Nice. Fuck you.
Let's keep it up.
Okay.
I'm getting nervous.
Come on.
Shadow Blast!
That was nothing.
Cool. Someone really liked that we were doing combos. Okay. What is our map looking like? We could head this way. Which is nothing. So we'll go back. And now we'll open the door that asks us for these spheres. Chim spheres. Now I understand what these chim chims were that people were asking for in Versus. Item boxes. There are various items hidden in an item box. There are 3 types of item boxes: objects, treasures, and trap boxes. Target the item box and press A to search the item box. Breakable objects. This is an item box. It has a different design depending on the area and primarily contains items. Treasure chests. Treasure chests primarily contains accessories. Trap boxes. Trap boxes look very similar to a treasure chest that rattles. Disabling the trap within the time limit will allow you to acquire the weapon, armor, or item within it. Hi Moon Castles. Hope you're doing well. Simple necklace. What is that supposed to be? Doing amazing after that big haul. Hell yeah. Yeah, that looked really sick. Looked like you got a bunch of really cool stuff. How am I supposed to disarm this? I'm not... Push the buttons on the screen to evade the trap. Interesting. Magic Amber. Cool, okay. That's really bad that it's Xbox controls though. Because I'm definitely using the PlayStation controller. There's gotta be a way to change that, right? It seems kind of fucked up that it's like that. I'm sad because I wanted to rip the music off the Deftones CD and put it in my iTunes library, but my laptop has no CD player. Dude, that's literally the exact problem that I've been having recently, which is why, like, I wanted to, like, buy a nice external DVD player slash Blu-ray player, because I have so many CDs, and I'm actually considering, like, modding a couple iPods that I have that are just sitting around and maybe selling one of them, or, like, giving it to one of my sisters as a gift, or maybe even my niece, and just being like, yeah, if you want music, you know, that's, like, not Spotify. Kids these days love that shit, so, like, I was thinking about modding, like, one of my old iPods into having, like, Bluetooth and stuff, because they have, like, really nice modern mods for iPods now. And, I have 2 iPod Classics with, like, the touch wheels that are so nice. They were, like, the last ones they made before they switched to iPod Touches.
Tri-Edge? No,
And,
what's that?
yeah,
Some
I just
kind
hated
of
the
event
iTunes software.
monster or something?
It's the screen name of a PK.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
Guess I'll throw it into my PS5 and see if I can listen that way. That should work, and I think you can actually rip it to your PS5 and then put it onto a USB drive from there.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law in the world's backstory, but we just call it the Beast statue.
And there is the treasure offering. See? Go on and open it, Haseo.
Okay. Last time this happened, he got attacked by player killers.
Hey, little Haseo. Been a while, huh?
They're from Kestrel.
Huh? What? Hey, who are these guys?
famous player killers.
What the? Not now.
Well, looks like you haven't been keeping up since the last time we met. It took me a little while to recognize that you were really the terror of death.
What? He's real?
You're really the terror of death?
How amazing. I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. I tell you, it has to be destiny.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, right, moron. Give me a break. Someone sent me an anonymous email. So I decided to come and have some fun. Now, what should we play? Well, for starters, how about I love you to death?
I don't really know what's going on. But please, no violence.
Gaspard!
He got in my way.
These are player killers that he beat the shit out of when he was like level 133, and now he's level 1 or whatever. He got reduced to level 1, so he has to like deal with their bullshit de-leveled.
Haseo! Run!
Are you scared? Man, I just love that expression, you know what I mean? God, there is nothing like PK.
Wait a minute. What the? Something is starting to... It's growing.
Hold it.
What the? I've never seen any of this, by the way. I have no idea any of this. I've already played well past the point where I stopped initially.
Who the hell are you? You want to be killed
What?
too?
That was like a 5-second cutscene.
Are you sure you want to do that? The guild that you PKers hate the most might be heading this way as we speak.
Moontree? I can't believe it. You tipped them off, you bitch!
Maybe I did.
Tsuki no Ki?
Hey! What are we gonna do?
Fighting them now is only gonna bring more problems. You! I won't forget this.
What a silly girl. Don't you realize that I just saved you?
Yeah. Thanks a lot for saving us.
You're Haseo.
I don't recall telling anyone like you my name.
You're an unruly child, just like I heard you were.
What are you, a groupie?
Huh.
Nice try, but I'm not interested in brats.
Well, I'm glad. Because I don't have any interest in old hags.
What? Old hag?
Only an old person like you would use such an outdated phrase like unruly child.
Damn brat. I'll have you know that I'm...
You're...
I like
I'll
how
come
it's
back another time.
sometimes pre-rendered and sometimes like
As you wish.
this like in-game cutscene.
Let me just give you one warning. Haseo, your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
Dangerous power?
Have you ever had the feeling like there was something strange growing inside your character? As if it is trying to get out. Well, anyway. I'll see you again.
Phew! Oh man, that was pretty scary.
I wonder if those like higher quality segments are from this like remaster
so I didn't really
and
get
are like
all of that, but
part of
basically,
CyberConnect
your
being
character
like
has some
we
really
want to
messed
make
up data,
our
right?
old game better, so we're gonna add some better cutscenes into it.
Really?
And maybe that's
Well
like kind of
then,
what inspired this
then you
dothack
should go
zero.
and tell CC Corporation all about it, and have them recreate your character for you.
It's not normal to go from level 133 to level 1 so suddenly.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's definitely not normal, but
I don't think they're gonna help.
I guess you could say my enemy's not normal either.
Enemy?
If that dangerous power or whatever she was talking about can help, then I've got no choice but to keep using this character.
That sounds pretty serious to me. Oh well, anyway, good luck.
You know what? Come to think of it, didn't that lady say that she had already called the Moontree Guild?
That was just a bluff.
I don't think so.
She lied?
No, not a lie exactly. That old hag just never said she had actually called them.
I thought she did.
A bluff, huh? She's quite the strategist. What's wrong?
What are we doing wasting our time? I mean, what if those player killers come back here?
Yeah, good point. Let's hurry back to town.
Oh, you get ranks? What the hell?
Hey. Why don't you have Moontree protect you?
Yeah, that's right. You've got those really strong-looking PKers after you.
Moontree is a guild that supports the abolishment of PKs.
And part of their mandate includes helping PK victims out.
Moontree, huh?
That guy.
Oh, them. You want me to beg those hard-headed dorks to protect me? Forget about it.
That girl.
I'd rather be PK'd than be protected by all those lecturing loudmouths. Seriously, who makes a charity group in a game?
That girl.
Haseo.
What's wrong?
How long have you been standing there? What? You got a problem?
Look, Haseo, you don't understand anything about Moontree, okay? We're just trying to make the world a more enjoyable place. We just want to reach an understanding with everyone. I mean, doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect those feelings. But everyone likes to make fun of us, saying we're just some charity group or some cult. We just want to improve, together with everyone else. We are not here to lecture anyone. Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you, Haseo?
What the heck?
Please, take this.
Huh?
I'm going to do everything within my power to explain Moontree to you. I want you to better understand who we really are.
Wait, don't I get a say in this? Hey.
Yes?
So, how did you even recognize me anyway? I mean, I don't look anything like I used to before.
Red and black.
I guess it's because you're
Silver
still
hair.
you.
Huh?
The tattoos, the face
It's true that I
scars.
didn't recognize you at first, but soon after that, I realized it was you. Oh, Sakaki's calling me, so I have to get going now. But I'll tell you a lot more about Moontree next time.
Dun, 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 dun. They're like trying to recruit the dude who kills player killers to the guild that is trying
That's
to
great.
abolish player killing.
If you're friends with a Moontree member, the PKers are bound to leave you alone.
Man.
I think he's fine with killing player killers. That's like kind of his deal.
Even though she's got the same face and everything, she's definitely not Shino.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Well, that was all really interesting. Okay, we're gonna head for another area. How about you, Haseo?
No,
Okay, got it. Well, if you need anything, just call us.
We'll help you out.
See ya.
Yeah, later.
God, I'm so beat. What was that about? And what about that woman? And the dangerous power she talked about?
Yeah, what happened with that?
I'll log out and check my email or something.
What is Haseo's power compared to Kite's? Okay, we gotta log out. We have new mail also, so we should probably check that. Let's save. Save Usuru. That's the gate menu. That's not how you do it. Log out. There we go. There's so much shit that I have to read still. There's all this fucking bullshit. During your initial character creation, you can select a job class for that character. Character's job cannot be changed afterwards. Twin Blade. Twin Blades have high agility and attack with 2 swords. Their rapid attacks leave no opening for an opponent to attack. Blade Brandier. Blade Brandiers fight with a sword similar to a katana. It is said that all warrior classes derive from this class. Although their abilities are average, they can adapt to a wide variety of situations. Edge Punisher. Edge Punishers are a job class that prefers to wield giant swords. A blow from one of these weapons has enormous power. It can slice most enemies in half with a single stroke. Lord Partisan. Lord Partisans wield a giant lance. No other class can match their piercing power. They have high defensive power compared to other classes, but are weaker against magic. Tribal Grappler. Tribal Grapplers use their own fists as weapons. They have a high agility similar to Twin Blades and possess high HP. However, their low defense value makes it crucial to pay attention in battle. Flick Reaper. That's cool looking. Flick Reapers wield a giant scythe. They specialize in attacks meant to keep multiple enemies away, however they are ineffective at long range. Steam Gunner. Steam Gunners use the steam guns that were developed by humans. They specialize in long-range attacks and are weak in close encounters, but their powerful weapons will keep most enemies away. Adept Rogue. Adept Rogues are eventually capable to equip various weapons and use all sorts of magic. However, each weapon must be learned separately, which requires a considerable time investment. Even so, this training will eventually pay off, making them highly adaptable in any situation. I think that's what Haseo is. Harvest Cleric. Harvest Clerics are experts in healing magic and are allied with the light spirits. They wield the staff in battle in the name of Air, the goddess of tranquility. They can use some attack magic and after they reach a certain level, but most concentrate on healing and support magic. Shadow Warlock. Shadow Warlocks are experts in attack magic and are allied with the dark spirits. They always carry a book of spells known as a grimoire to heighten their magic power. Although they can use some healing magic, their repertoire is limited and not very efficient. Macabre Dancer. Macabre Dancers are experts at status and ability magic. Since they are allied with both light and dark spirits, they are proficient in healing and attack magic. They hold large fans in both hands during battle. Their dancing form is said to enchant those who watch. Interesting. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much to read. There's still all this shit too. Important unread mails in the mail station. Cool. 4 new mails. Haseo, would you like to try taking on a quest with us? You may already know this, but quests are like part-time jobs for players. Basically, there are people in the world who have problems and we help them out. By completing quests posted at the quest shop, you'll receive a reward that matches the content of the quest. So you'll be able to not only level up, but earn money at the same time. If you're interested, there's a quest shop near the warp point in the central district of Makanu. Right now, you could probably take on a quest called the Crown Quest. If you're up to it, invite Gaspard and me. We'll be happy to help you out. No way! Thanks for adventuring together with me. I never would have thought you were the real terror of death. I've heard a lot about you. This was the 4th time I've been targeted by PKers. I'm just glad I didn't actually die this time, ROTFL. So, what were you going to do now? It must be really rough having to start from scratch again. Leveling up. I'm gonna level up, otherwise I can't even walk around the world without feeling inadequate. Send. Hi, so you really were the terror of death. I was so surprised. I wonder how many times I've been PK'd by now. LOL. Apparently, beast race characters are really easy targets. Something like, I don't feel bad about killing it because it's just a dumb animal. Sad. If anything syllabus or I can do to help, let us know. Tri-Edge. If you find out anything about Tri-Edge, let me know. Tri-Edge. Send. Hi. Remember this. This is basically a repeat of what we went over before, but don't forget, your character hides a very dangerous power, and we are the only ones who are capable of controlling that power. Who are you? Just who are you anyway, lady? Do you not get how cryptic you sound? Send. Enjoys chatting with Moontree members. Nice to meet you. And loves small birds. Syllabus. Want a new cell phone, a G-Power 9 graphics card, and advanced M2D. I got your back. Gaspard. Favorite thing? Napping. Favorite food? Paella. Hate avocado and natto. Seo, play with me. Oh, is that like their relationship status with each other? It's funny. Gaspard really loves them. Forums are popping, of course. Probably like a shit ton of new messages. There's something on my forums. Okay, there's just one thing. Terror of Death. Nagmung. Here's my shot at drawing Haseo, the R2 celebrity known as the Terror of Death. I just bought this brush pen yesterday and wasted no time trying it out, but it has been so long my arm was shaking. Ha ha ha. Why is he so like weird looking? He's creepy looking. He's scary. Man, this guy's really amazing in a lot of ways. He's a rogue yet amazingly strong. Where's the game? Hello? Game? There it is. It's crazy that the game itself has to load. Okay, let's fucking read this shit. Medic Union. How fare these citizens? My name is Governor Tadashi of the Medic Union. I used to be known as the 100-Man Killer, as well as the 100-Man Healer, but, cough cough, it's nothing. Pardon me, just my chronic disease, cough cough. My guild is here to bring love, bravery, and healing to the world, and our battle is never ending. However, the power of evil is great. The voices yearning for healing grow louder every day. You there, you passionate fiery ones, don't you want to do everything you can to smash this awful situation? Well, you're in luck, because I'm searching for warriors just like yourselves. If your heart burns as hot as mine, then come fight by my side, and let us yell together, and let it be known that healing will return to the world. I eagerly await your applications to join. Entry qualifications. As long as you have a fiery passion dancing in your heart, you're qualified to join. Entry procedure. Look at our member list in the next response. Whisper me a color not found on that list, and I'll come meet you myself to give you instructions. Cough cough. I mean, praise you, personally. Finally, I will give you a healing changer at home key, and with that, you'll be a member of the Medic Union too. Duties. Protect the innocent from the attacks of the black-hearted monsters set from the evil organization Badass. If there are no monsters to be found, heal the people of that area. Say Nyan at the end of all your sentences. Since I govern this guild, I don't say Nyan myself. Our character models are all from the Tu tribe. These 18 names are our current member list. Heal, they all start with heal. And they're all colors. Okay. BJ. That's one of the girls from the anime. She was the lady who was friends with Bear in the anime, I think. Thread and response. Oops. I'm sorry, but this is a question completely unrelated to the world. What exactly are threads and responses? I see everyone using terms like creating a new thread or side response, but I'm afraid I have no idea what they mean. I'm a total beginner at computers. I've only had mine for 2 weeks, so if anyone could explain these to me without too much jargon, I'd be really grateful. Threads are, well, this is a thread right here. I used to refer to a string of posts in a forum that talk about a particular subject. For example, someone posts a question in a forum, someone posts a response to that question, someone else posts another response. So threads get built around a certain subject, with people writing response after response. Creating a new thread refers to an active one, which start a new topic of discussion. This is crazy because it's like, at some point in the future, there won't be message boards. So like, this game kind of preserves message board culture, in a sense. A response is just that, a response to a certain subject in a thread. Side responses are when one person posts a response in the middle of a conversation 2 other people are having through responses. Does that help? Okay, so basically starting from that first post asking about threads and responses, continuing all the way down to this post as a thread, right? And the things you wrote to help me are called responses, right? Is that correct? Sure is. Good job in picking it up so quickly. It's all thanks to you, Saint. Thanks so much. Yeah. We know how to do that shit. Elementals. Hello, I just started playing recently. That said, I have a question right off the bat. Normal RPGs always have elements like fire and water, right? Does the world have things like that too? I'd appreciate someone filling me in like that. There's fire, water, wind, earth, light, and dark. But the current version doesn't have light and dark implemented, so right now it's pretty much just the other 4. Actually, there are 9 in total. Fire, water, wind, earth, light, dark, neutral, physical, magical. Among these, fire, water, wind, and earth, and light and dark are connected as opposing elements. Fire and water, wind and earth, light and dark are connected as opposing elements. Got it. Opposing elements are elements that cancel each other, and each element's opposite element is also its weak point. Fire monsters are weak against water, and water monsters are weak against fire. Neutral is just that, an element that doesn't belong to any of the other 6. Physical refers to regular attacks and arts attacks performed with A. Magical, on the other hand, refers to all spell attacks. Anyway, that's a rough explanation. Hope it helps. Thanks a lot. If I have any more questions, I'll be sure to ask. Monster that runs away. Okay, you've all seen an animal that runs away from you at an amazing speed in both fields and dungeons, right? Can anyone tell me what it is? I don't think it's a monster. It's probably a chim-chim or a lucky animal. The question is, which one? What did the animal look like? Kind of like a horse, or maybe a bird, or maybe an anteater. It looked like a bunch of things. That's a lucky animal. I don't think it's a monster. You're right, it is. It's an NPC, which if you run and catch up to it and kick it, it'll give you a lucky effect. An effect that's very beneficial for a player. It's a pretty useful effect, so do your best in tracking them down and kicking them. So what kind of effects will it give me? The effects depend on the lucky animal's appearance. Here are some examples. Moon Rabbit gives the XP to all party members. The elephant gives raise your max HP and SP to 1.5 times the normal max for a limited time. It's Ganesha. Baku, the anteater, gives you lots of consumable items. Nue, the monkey with the snake for the tail, summons a king Chim Chim. There are a lot of other effects besides these. Try searching for them in various areas and giving them a shot. Got it, thanks a lot. Cool, big Chim Chim. Nice to meet you all. I'm Den Dekeden. The other day I broke a barrel in a dungeon and a strange Chim Chim came out of it. Then the Chim Chim attacked me. I was surprised and inadvertently ran away, but what on earth was it? Could someone please tell me? I'd appreciate it. Came out of a barrel, right? In that case, it was probably a king Chim Chim. King Chim Chims are a special kind of Chim Chim. However, it's not a monster. Normal Chim Chims will drop Chim Spheres and run away if you kick them, but King Chim Chims will get mad and counterattack you if you try and kick them. King Chim Chim's main attack is a mid-air breath attack. There will be a faint shadow underneath where the King Chim Chim will land, so try to maneuver yourself behind the landing spot so as not to get crushed, then kick him several times upon his landing. Once you defeat a King Chim Chim, you should receive a large number of Chim Spheres. Good luck. Okay, so they're called King Chim Chims. I never would have thought there was any kind of Chim Chim around that attacked players, so it was quite a surprise. Told Mia, thank you for the information. Next time I see a King Chim Chim, I'll do my best to take it down. Okay. The dark guy PK'd me. While we were walking along an area, we were PK'd by a guy dressed in all in black. At first, we thought it was just someone being annoying and changed our area, but then he followed us to a new location. I guess it was one of those new stalker PKers. At any rate, he kept following us everywhere. When I asked him why he PK'd, he wouldn't even answer me. Man, that guy was creepy. We tried to fight back once, but we were no match for him, and our whole group was wiped out. It was heartbreaking. Sigh. That must have been rough for you. I've been PK'd before too, so I know what it's like. It really sucks. I won't say all PKing is bad, but pointless stalker PKing shouldn't be allowed. It's against the law to stalk people in real life, so why should it be any different online? I'm hoping that the law changes to prevent such cases. Please don't let it get you down, June Pride. Don't let the PKers win by giving up the world. What the hell's up with that? That guy just followed you all around without saying a word? What a jerk. I wonder what's going on with the world lately. With all these bugs and stalker PKers, it's getting to be too much. And for that matter, don't go crying just because you got hurt. What kind of guy was it? If you want, I'll track him down myself and set him straight. Beatrice, Stella, thank you both. I'll do my best. You're right, I won't back down from soccer. I think he was a partisan with the same design as me. His entire body was giving off a black effect of some sort, so I think he must have some kind of rare item or ability. His name was... I'm sorry, I forgot. Don't be ridiculous, he was really strong. Wow, that must have been tough. By any chance was that PKer named Doppelganger? Oh, you're right, that was it. But how did you know? Is he a famous PKer or something? Well, I mean, it's a monster. What do you mean? Well, there's a monster like that out there. It's a monster that takes on the exact appearance of a player and normally doesn't do much except wander around. But when it spots a player, it'll attack without notice. It's said to have a much higher level than the player it's attacking, so theoretically no one can beat them, even though there is an HP cap. The reason you felt like it was following you everywhere is because they're in every field, but for some reason they never show up in dungeons. I wonder why. If you ever see one, well, the best thing to do is run away without being spotted. No way, so it wasn't a PKer, it was a monster, huh? I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. Now, there's no need for that. Everyone has things they don't know. Oh yeah, if you ever end up fighting a doppelganger again, just use a smokescreen to run away immediately. That way you should be able to avoid having your whole party wiped out. Good luck with your adventures. Oh. Playing in a group. Hi there, I'm Black Cat in Heart. This is my first post, so I'm kind of nervous. I have a question of sorts. The other day, I ended up becoming the leader for a group, but it was my first time, so I didn't quite know what to do. I'm afraid I made things unpleasant for the other party members. Actually, they told me to my face how much I sucked. What are some things that I should do to better lead a party? I eagerly await your instructions. Okay, I think their name is Black Cat in Love, actually. Main thing to keep in mind when leading a party is to have good strategy before setting out. Decide who will play what role with the party, make sure everyone knows who will attack, who will heal, make a well-balanced party. Create a party that is well-balanced in both offense and defense, 2 swordsmen and 1 cleric. Choose an area appropriate for your party. The odds will only be against you if you try and go to an area with monster levels that are over your head. Straightforward approach to an area with a level that fits your party will do much more to raise your EXP and fill your inventory. Make sure you know beforehand who has how many HP and SP recovery items as well as resurrection items. If there's someone with no items, be prepared to share some of your own when necessary. That's all I can think of. I think your actions during battles are also important. For example, giving clear orders that fit the immediate battle situation and making sure to pull off Rangekis with the chance presents itself. Have a good grasp of when to use Awakening. I also think that a leader needs to be brave or be decisive enough to run away from a battle when needed. Mitan, I guess double checking items and area settings is the leader's job. I left it up for someone else to do that last time I became a leader. Next chance I get, I hope to be able to handle those things effectively. Thank you for your help. Harley, I'm sorry, could you be more specific? It would really help me out if you provided some specific examples of what you mean. Sorry to be so selfish after you went out of your way to teach me. Harley says, okay, here are some examples. Giving clear orders that fit the battle. There are times during battles when your prearranged plans have no effect. When this happens, the leader is expected to have the ability to form a new strategy that meets the needs of the battle on the spot. To be more specific, not much damage is being dealt to an enemy. Have everybody attack all at once, or conserve SB and make it into an endurance fight. Recovery can't keep up with the damage received. Have more people help with the healing, or use a smoke screen and retreat. Make sure to pull off Rengekis given the chance to ensure you can use Rengekis when necessary. Don't go crazy on your skill trigger. You use the skill trigger too much, there will be times when you have a chance for a chain attack, but you can't use the skill trigger, so you miss your chance. To prevent this, you will need to limit the times you can use the skill trigger. For example, in my case, I only use the skill trigger during the following: as soon as the battle starts, when the enemy targets a party member with little HP, and when an enemy tries to use a skill. Have a good grasp of when to use Awakening. This is basically the same as the skill trigger. Awakening is a powerful method of attacking, but if you use it too early, you just wasted it and it didn't have that much big of an effect. For example, use it when fighting a strong boss level enemy. Use it when your companions are in trouble. Use it to defeat an enemy wielding status ailments such as sleep, etc. How's that? Did it help? Oh yes, definitely. Thank you for all your help. Next time I become a leader, I will do whatever I can so that my party members will approve of me. Holy shit, we're so close. 4 more things. They're long. Hi there everyone, my name is Tricycle Cop. It is not Officer Tricycle, don't get them mixed up. Here's my question. I would like to try the soloing thing. Basically, I want to be called a so-called hardcore player. Any tips that will help me do this will be appreciated. Thank you very much. Personally, I don't care much for the idea of solo play in an online game, but oh well, here are the basis for solo play. Conserve items. Even if you're a cleric, it is essential to conserve items that will restore your HP and SP. It's also not a bad idea to bring along attack items that will be useful for the area you plan on visiting. Make sure you have an escape plan. Always have some smoke screens and return feathers on you. Make sure the shortest path to the platform where you are in case you run out of items. Research the area you plan on visiting. Check if there are any enemies that have any status ailment causing skills in the area you are going to. When playing solo, contracting a status ailment is a quick path to disaster, so it might be better to avoid areas with enemies like that. It is not much, but hopefully this will help for now. Sir Harley, I appreciate your guidance. I have a question about your third point. How precisely should one go about investigating what kind of monsters await in the area? Why not try making an area, transporting there, then immediately transporting back to town? What exactly do you mean? Make an area and transport there. Confirm the enemies that reside there at a distance where they won't spot you, as well as how the map is configured, as well as its size. After checking on them, go back to town. Repeat this to look for an area that's appropriate for you, but be careful. When you're close enough to an enemy to see their name, it also means you're close enough for them to spot you. God, my throat is starting to hurt. I'll write down the points you need to keep in mind while fighting solo battles. I hope they'll help you. Use guard and charge attacks, knockbacks, well. When you think an enemy is about to attack, guard before attacking. If you become surrounded, run away to a safer spot. Knock back enemies that follow with the charge attack. Try to fight them one-on-one. Skill trigger usage. When soloing, it's better to focus on stopping an enemy's skills rather than trying to pull off Rengekis. Save your skill trigger attacks for when you really need them. Don't be stingy with items. Using fewer items will just lead to more deaths. Don't be afraid to use them a lot. That's about all I can think of. Sir Killer Whale, Sir Renji, thank you for both for your guidance. I have one last question. I'm currently a level 10 Punisher. Could you tell me the best area for one such as myself to level up? Thank you very much. As for areas, Truthful Marble's Bum is for area level 10 Elements Fire Earth, and Upfront Blazing Camellia is an area for area level 13 for Element Water. They're pretty good. The first word should be just right for you, and the second set should be good for a challenge. With that level, you should have a good selection with the following words. First part, Sacred Worm Croaking. Second part, Corins and Black. Third part, Purebred Ocean Blue Cloud Cassiopeia. Go on and try lots of other combinations. Combining new words is yet another way to learn. You too, I am indebted, truly indebted. I will do the best I can. Good luck. Cool. Learn some words. Monsters Field of Vision. Oh my god. My throat is actually killing me. I have a question about monster visibility. Whenever I try to ambush a monster, I always end up getting spotted. And because I'm an adept rogue, I rarely get invited to parties. It'll only get worse if they find out I can't even ambush a monster. I'm not even that good at action games or real-time stuff in the first place, so I'm really in a fix. Could someone please tell me how to ambush right? Any help would do. Thank you. For most monsters, their blind spot is behind their backs. If you just approach them from behind, it won't matter if you're walking or running, they won't spot you. But even when I approach monsters from behind, there are still times when they get an exclamation point above their heads. I really don't get it. Before I know it, I'm in a battle. Am I the only one that has this problem? Yup, I know just what you're talking about. I think that happens because monsters have turned around or something and spotted you. So don't worry about it. Everyone makes mistakes, especially when they're just starting out. Watch the enemy. Applestar summed up the theory quite well, but if you're not naturally good at action or games, it can be really hard to know what to do. So at those times, it's best to learn firsthand. Make an area where there's no way you can die, like level 1 or something, and start monster watching. While you're watching the monsters, you should notice that their behavior follows certain rules and patterns. Things like they walk for a bit, stop, look in different directions, etc. Once you've got their movements down, it's time to start practicing your approach. Run up to them quickly when they're facing away from you. If you keep practicing this, it'll become like second nature in no time. Good luck. Another reason why this happens is maybe you don't know that the field of vision differs with each monster. That may also be part of your problem. Apple, sorry, you help me see the light. Whenever the exclamation point shows up, I always panic and lose track of what's happening. It's a relief to finally understand what happened. Oh yeah, you're right. That's a great way to help me panicking when I'm learning. Thank you for the support. I'll do my best. Each monster has a different field of vision. Man, I didn't know that. Well then, let me explain. Every monster has a different range of vision depending on how they look. You can broadly divide the monsters into groups of regular, birds, beasts, and large things. Here's a summary of their different field of view. Regular is narrow short, birds are wide and far, beasts are very narrow and far, large monsters are very wide and far. Radius refers to the fan-shaped area in front of the monsters that represents their field of view, and range refers to how far that area extends forward. The wider the radius and the farther the range means that you just have to be that much more careful sneaking up on them. Since this has gotten kind of long, I'll go into more detail on the different types in separate posts. Regular. Okay, here we go. First we got regular types. Regular monsters don't have a wide radius and they can't see very far. When sneaking up on them, just run up from behind. If you have to sneak up on them from the side, well, just be careful. Most common regular is the goblin. After that, it's lizards and bezzels. Next we have bird monsters. Birds are always flying around, which means they have a wide radius when looking down. That means you have to sneak up on birds from directly behind them. If you try to sneak up from the side, you'll be spotted easily. These guys make it really hard to score an ambush. They're easily the most frustrating monster around. The most common bird is the ravenclaw. After that, it's fever, horse, and scavenger. Beasts. Next up are beast monsters. Beast monsters have a very narrow radius, but they can see pretty far ahead as long as it's directly in front of them. In other words, as long as you don't approach them from the front, there's practically no danger of being spotted by them. You can approach them right from the side and they'll never notice you. And if you sneak up on them from behind, they won't even spot you, even if they turn around. The most common beast monsters are fangs. After that are probably kettles and carries. Large monsters. Lastly, large monsters. Like bird monsters, large monsters also look down from above and search for players. Their field of view is roughly the same as bird monsters, though there are some large monsters who have less range than bird monsters. But unlike bird monsters, large monsters are slow, really slow. If you're fast enough, you can even successfully run away even after they've spotted you. The way to approach them is basically the same as bird monsters, but you can probably approach large monsters as aggressively as you want. The most common large monster is the steam shell. After that are the crumpled tree and the hecaton foot. That was really informative. Thanks a lot for summing that all up for me, though I don't know if I can keep track of all this info. Don't worry, you'll learn these naturally the more you play. That's how it worked out for me. Before I knew it, I realized I already knew a lot about these, lol. Rather than getting caught up in the text of all this information, just go out there and have fun. Holy shit. There's so many. As the topic says, I can't go to the areas I want to. I've tried going to areas lots of times, but I keep getting the same pitifully weak enemies. I'm a level 3 blade brandier. Please help, thanks. You mean that you don't know how to use the chaos gates? Do you understand what parameters are? Not a clue. My friend told me a lot when I first logged in, but I had no idea what he was talking about. Would you mind telling me? Just leave it to me, lol. When you open a chaos gate, you get a lot of difficult parameters, right? But there's really only two really important ones. Area level, treasure level. Remember these two and you'll be set. Shouldn't have any problems. There's a lot of more stuff you can do with these, but that's just for advanced players. You'll be fine without them, so don't worry. Okay, in my next post I'll explain about area level and treasure level. Area level is the parameter that determines the level of the monsters in the area. In the world, monsters have levels just like players. Because their levels are set up the same way as ours, if the area level is higher than your player level, that means the monsters will be stronger than you. The same way it goes the other way around. When setting up the area you want to, try setting up the area level like this. When playing solo, set it to 3 to 4 levels beneath your own. When playing with the group, set it to the same as the party level's average or 1 to 3 levels higher. Next is, oh, but this will get too long if I keep writing here. I'll write about the treasure level in my next post. Treasure level. Holy shit, there's so much reading in this fucking game. Treasure level represents the quality of items that are found in item boxes, treasure chests, wooden boxes, or whatever you want to call them. The bigger the parameter, the better the items are in the item boxes. Basically, if you want to get good items, make sure to use the words that will raise this parameter. And last but not least, if you want to get items as easily as possible, try playing around with the third part of the area word. Depending on how you go about it, you might get an area with weak monsters, but it has great items. Of course, you can't go wrong with setting both the area and treasure level high, so you can get a lot of items and EXP. It should let you get to any area you want. Got it? Thank you very much. I think I have the right idea now. I'm going to try going to a Chaos Gate right away. Let me add to this. For beginners, it may be a good practice setting the area level that you want. Focus on the treasure level after that. Also, if you think the settings are just too hard, try random. This will automatically adjust the settings for the area and it will send you to. It's also easy. It's like pulling the lever on a slot machine. Try it out and see what you think. Oh my god, there's one more. Map's gone. My map stopped displaying. Is this a bug? Should I email CC Corp about this? What should I do? Somebody help me. What? You press select? First, calm down. Second, try logging into the world again. Your map should reappear. Give it a shot if you don't believe me. Wow, my map displayed just fine. Thanks a ton. So basically, if this happens again, I just need to log out and log back in. Well, that would work too. I'll write down an easier way to help you out. You can change the map's display status by pressing back. These changes occur in the following order: normal, enlarge, normal again. It goes in a loop. You can press B when the map is enlarged to close it completely. If you want to bring it back, press back and it'll open again in normal mode. So while it's true, logging out and coming back in, blah blah blah, should remember to press back. I see when it... Holy fuck. Dude, I don't know if I can continue to read this fucking game. There's so much. Threats. Monsters that are controlled by the shadows that lurked outside the root towns. Most monsters appeared in the 6 great spirits. 2 goddesses were victorious over the shadow, but they began to increase their strength after the humans destroyed the gods. Ogres. Oh my god, it's like every fucking type of monster now. Goblin rookies are goblins that have just been appointed to their duties. They have not received much training and are unable to guard against any attacks. With physical attacks much lower than veteran warriors, they are easily defeated. However, they are still warriors and can easily overpower an adventurer by sheer numbers. And Gun Giant. Gun Giants are monsters with large cannons on their arms. Their blindness allows them to have exceptional hearing. They can detect even the faintest sound from their intended target despite their large size. They are agile and can jump and fire over a wide area. Dude, I'm not reading all this. I have a headache. And my throat hurts. Holy shit. I'm gonna save. I think we're calling it. This is a lot. It's almost 4 hours in for me, and it's about to be midnight. I don't know if I'm ready to just like jump into this game again before like I rest for a second. I might have to like go get tea or something tomorrow and just have that on deck because my throat is killing me right now. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for being here. I hope everybody has a good day, good night, good morning, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have a good one. I am going to continue to play these games. I don't know how long it's going to be. Probably about like 40 to 60 hours. So it's going to at least take me, you know, like a couple weeks. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for being here. I hope everyone has a good day. And I will see y'all again tomorrow. Later.